flowing through our veins. Sitting in the bleachers in the rain. We've shed a million tears and drank as many old style beers out at the game. Let's go, Cubby, some Ranto, and the lovable losers. Ranto, and the lovable losers. Ranto.
Nine times.
The Cubs have won 9 times in a row, and welcome to the Ranto Show. What is our record since the rally crack, may I ask, since that person's pants fell down in the stands? It's got to be pretty good at this point.
I think it might be like 10-2 or something.
Oh, rally crack.
That's just a guess right off the top of my head, but I think it might be 10-2.
So welcome to the Ranto Show. My name's Danny Rocket. Sarah Sanchez here, fill it in for the lovable Lou Sears, who is putting in an attic fan, so that doesn't sound fun. And Michael Cotton's here with Dominic Galoro's fine handiwork, a tumbler, if you will, that says Spagogo.
I want a tumbler. That's a Spagogo tumbler. That's great.
You can buy one of these. You can buy one of these from Dominic. You can hit him up in the Discord. He's it's like it's a laser engraver.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like a laser engraver, and it just cuts it right into that black, and then look the other side.
Oh, unauthorized logo, baby. Well, it's true. No, it really does take. If you can make your own shit, why would you ever pay for it? If you have a laser engraver, you'll be like, I'll just put Cubs on everything I own, on all my mugs and all my tumblers. Why would you ever buy a Cubs tumbler when you can get a regular ass tumbler and on a
tumbler it up
logo? Tumbler it up. I'll tumbler for you. I'll tumbler for you. Remember that one by Culture Club?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't one of their biggest hits. It was no Karma Chameleon, if you will, but
but I think it was on the Karma Chameleon album. I feel like that was their next single or something. Yeah. Or maybe it was on the next album. Maybe it was the single off the next album. I don't know, but I do remember that song. Yeah. I remember a lot of Culture Club, to tell you the truth, which is
we should start a Culture Club podcast.
Yeah, because in the moment
there is to know.
Yeah, in the moment.
Culture Cubs.
Culture Cubs. Oh, there we go.
We can do like a Culture Club theme with a Cubs thing.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And tie all their song lyrics into the Cubs season somehow.
Yeah.
Just real deep cut of a podcast. I mean,
karma, conforto.
Oh,
there you go.
You come and go from right field. Every time Craig gets into the 5th inning, he changes the batters because of which hand they wipe their butt with.
Comma, Ballesteros.
He comes and goes. Halfway through the game.
All he does is hit, but he doesn't hit every time.
Against lefties, he's usually gone. There it is. There's the show.
We really ripped that
up. Our work here is done.
Welcome to the Ranto Show on the Bleacher Bunch Network, on the Fans First Podcast Network, brought to you by our 98 paid Patreon supporters. Find out more how you can support us at patreon.com/bleacherbunch. It's very important that you give us at least $1 a month and be counted amongst the ranters. And just join us, please. It's only $1, and you get all the shows early, ad-free in your ears. But I also want to especially thank Blake Beard, Bernie Barron, Brandon Olderbach, because they give more money. Basically, that's why. And also in the clutch shirts, Matt Kammer's permanent paintings and his incredible Etsy store, whose artwork hangs all over our walls.
Do you see this, Danny? since the last time I've been on, I now have this is my Javi Baez.
Yeah.
And then that's my Wilson Contreras.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Bleacher Bum band. The
Ranter Fest.
That's I don't have the Bleacher Bum band one up yet, but that's Ranter Fest. That's Bleacher Jeff as Brandon Marsh.
I don't want to derail, but I do. Wilson Contreras' name was invoked, and I just have to share. So y'all know I was in Boston for work because we were hosting our debate tournament, the national championship that I ran at Harvard. It was great.
You saw Rancher Mike Waller and his son.
I did. So the Monday before the tournament, myself and my best friend from Boston, Chris Palmer, met up with Mike Waller and his son. And we went to a Brewers Red Sox game. And it was the game where they hit Wilson Contreras for the 24th time in his career. And Brandon Woodruff is responsible for six of those hit by pitches. In fact, I was at another one earlier in Wilson's career where he got hit by a pitch. And the next at bat, he hit a home run at Miller Park. And he shushed them going around the bases. Anyway, the Wilson Contreras Brewers rivalry runs deep, and I swear to God, y'all, nothing is going right in Boston. The Red Sox are terrible, but they love Wilson Contreras. Like, they love that he's out there fighting. They love that he's hitting the ball hard. They love that he's going in hard at second and tearing David Hamilton's pants. And they absolutely adore that he is hitting home runs in the ninth and then slow walking it by the Brewers dugout. Like, I honestly thought he just wanted to be like, hey, man.
It is freaking brothers on the team. So
the other cool thing about that game, before all the shenanigans with the hit by pitches, I don't know who called it, like William Contreras or Wilson Contreras. One of them said, no, that the ABS challenged the pitch. And Wilson Contreras won. They said it was a strike and that it was a ball, and Wilson won. So Wilson Contreras won the first ever brother v. brother ABS challenge in MLB history. And I was there, and it was just peak Wilson Contreras, and the Red Sox lost.
I'm so glad you got to see that and hang out with Mike and his son. How cool!
Mike's amazing.
It was really fun. I love seeing that people in other places that you don't normally see them.
That is exactly why people need to be a part of the Ranters.
That's right.
Because you give like a buck a month to maybe 25 if you're cool. Like, and then you get in the Discord and we talk about the Cubs every day, all day. We talk about the Cubs. We talk shit during the games.
Even when we're winning, we talk shit. It's amazing. We're never
all
happy.
Just in there trying to make everyone else laugh in the Discord while watching the game. So I no longer have to watch baseball games alone, right? Like, I'm 50 years old and it's like I don't have people to hang out and watch games with every single night. But now I do. It's the Ranters. And then because of that, we know each other. And when we're out and about, we end up seeing people like Dominic Galuro stop by my house to drop this thing off. Sarah saw Mike Waller out at the game, like in Boston, of all places. Like,
how about another ranter, Little Yumper, who's asking here in the chat, Dandy, did you give Sarah her shirt? Penguin imprints. Look what I got for you, Sarah.
Oh,
Yumper,
oh my God, I love it.
I'm wearing mine right now, baby.
I love it so much.
Penguin imprints.
God. I will wear it with pride. I will wear it all over Wrigleyville. Muchas gracias. Oh my God, Yumper, thank you.
Yeah, so awesome. And thanks for sponsoring the Sun Ranto show too, Penguin Imprints. We're going to hear a commercial from that outfit later on in the show.
That's awesome. But that's fucking rad. Good job.
But
I love that he's got the little Mexican like poncho.
Oh yeah,
Pancho Villa thing.
Dude, it's awesome.
And he's cracking an ice cube. Oh, so good. But here's another thing that the Ranters are doing tonight. They're hashtag chancing. They're hashtag chancing because they want to win that Frank Chance postcard sent to you by me with a message of love and doom. I'm really behind on the Chance postcards, but I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write like 50 of them. Just love, doom, addresses up my wazoo. I'll know where everybody lives. It's going to be incredible. And then half of them won't arrive because, the postal service. But in the meantime, try it again tonight. You could win a huge prize at the end of the year that is undetermined at this point, but it's coming. All right. We got to talk about this week. It's been awesome. they really no complaints. They won out the homestand.
Oh, Danny.
No, the complaint department is closed.
Is it though?
There are complaints.
What do we do here if we don't complain?
Look, it is
Fair.
amazing. And it's so much fun to watch the players get out there and hit the ball, throw the ball, kick ass constantly. But it's not that there's no complaints, because this team, as I have been saying actually for a few years now, the players are outplaying their management. The management, the front office, all that stuff is like hindering them, and they are playing so well, they're able to work past that, right? Like all the crazy crap that we're getting out of the dugout,
you're saying
the players are just playing through it.
Craig is over managing. The binder's coming from on high. Here's what we're doing. Here's the game plan. All the coaches in the college of coaches, basically, that they currently have are all like in the Cubs GPT and out spits what you're supposed to do, and that's why in the fifth inning, we get like 17 DHs and 4 pitch runners and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay, look, nobody on the planet loves Moises Ballesteros' bat more than I do. He is my fire hydrant hit king. I want the Cubs to extend him. They should have done it already. Do it while it's not going to cost you $200 million, because it will someday, even though he doesn't have a position. Like at the moment, you can be like, oh, well, you're a platoon bat and you're really young and we don't know, man, the league adjusts. Like you could do it for like, I don't know, like 7 years, like 35 million or something. And he would probably say yes. And you would just know that he was going to be on your team for 7 years. And also, Craig Counsell is kind of hitting all the right buttons right now. I was working on a piece for Baseball HQ, which is where I cover the playing time tomorrow for the NL Central. And the numbers are crazy. So Moises Ballesteros has 3 plate appearances against lefties. All of his other plate appearances are against righties. He is hitting .392 with a WRC plus of 202. Michael Conforto has 38 plate appearances. They are all against lefties. He is hitting .304. Michael Conforto is bad at baseball. He's hitting .304. Matt Shaw is kind of like hitting in between those guys. Like they'll be like, oh, we pull Moises Ballesteros, we put in Matt Shaw, then we put in Michael Conforto. Like all of that Jenga. He's hitting .291. Like this can't last forever. And I am sure Craig Counsell is going to turn into a pumpkin at some point in time. But at this moment in time, the platoons are working, man.
It's the game that turns into a pumpkin. It's 9 innings long. That's my only issue. I understand. We all know about it's the 8th inning and you need this pinch hit at bat. And sometimes the big moment is in the 5th. Like it could be where you got this chance and you got the guy on the ropes and that's when you make the surprise move. But it is by design that in the middle of every single game, we not only get a pinch hitter, but on top of it, usually a pinch runner and a guy out of the game because he doesn't play that position.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, so he's like deking himself and he's like running out of bench in the 5th. I got no problem with running out of bench at the end of the game or like giving guys starts, mixing them in, like that makes all the sense in the world. We lived through Joe Madden. We've seen this. We've seen this play. Okay. My problem is in the middle of the game, you blew your whole bench. It does it every game.
And there doesn't seem to be and I have to say this all the time. I don't hate the advanced stats. I don't hate the numbers. What I hate is making those numbers bigger than the game. And that's the problem. That's what it feels like because it's every night and Craig doesn't seem to let the game factor into what he's about to do. It's just a flip the switch. He's sitting on the bench and Jed Hoyer is across the street in his office watching the game and he fucking hits a buzzer and it shocks the shit out of him. And he's like, left hand. He just jumps up. Left hand.
But listen, he is pressing the right buttons. I mean, to Sarah's point, he's doing it well.
I do get it.
And like I say, I think this team, I think the players at this moment are outplaying the management.
Well, they are now.
Well, yeah. But I would just say And so Craig Counsell in his press conference, I think it was yesterday, it might have been the day before, he's been getting a bunch of tough questions about Ballesteros because clearly the kid can hit. He is never going to learn how to hit lefties if he never gets a chance to hit lefties. And so you got to let him face some lefties who aren't very good, right? Like, actually, he had a really good at bat against a lefty the other night.
Hit today off of
he got a hit today off of so I think they will let him more, but I think that while they have, the Cubs have a luxury at the moment of some right-handed guys who are not going to bat, period, who are hitting like 300 in Matt Shaw, in Michael Conforto, the Miguel Amaya, Carson Kelly platoon. Like, those are ideal guys to bring in to pinch hit for Ballesteros late. So, like, I understand him easing Ballesteros in. It is killing me to watch him be platooned as well. I don't think he's platooned long-term. I think he eventually learns how to hit lefties just like he's learned how to hit righties. He hits everything. I've never seen a swing so sweet in my entire life. He's so good. And even after that terrible start where he was striking out, I think at like a 30% clip while they were throwing him a bunch of curveballs and a bunch of junk up in the zone, his strikeout rate on the season is down to 17.5%. Like, he literally was bad for 2.5 weeks, figured it out, and now he's great again. It's unbelievable.
And here's the thing that like really drives me nuts. And I am not saying, just we're going to get the disclaimer out there right at the top. I am not saying you pinch hit for Pete Crow Armstrong in any way, but he is a left-handed hitter and he bats every damn game against every pitcher because he's a good fucking ball player. And Mo Baller is also a good fucking ball player.
Though, but I mean,
no, look,
he doesn't play the field.
We're not putting Ballesteros in center field, but when it comes to batting right now, and actually probably just in general, Ballesteros is a better hitter than PCA. Just by general.
Like orders of magnitude.
Oh, yeah.
So
Ballesteros is the hitting equivalent of PCA's defense, and I'm not even joking a little bit right now. I will defend that shit to the death.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous that they just continue to they'll let PCA do it, but they won't let Ballesteros do it.
And he flails. I mean, PCA on that, like when they're pitching him down, and he can't see it. I think he's got cataracts or something.
And
I don't know
what's going on. He's another guy. He's actually coming on. Like they all kind of started to come on in this last 2 weeks. Like they all started to sort of figure it out.
Yeah, Bush started hitting. Everybody.
Oh my God!
Hit. They're all hitting. They scored so many runs this week.
Was so upset about Bush.
Well, let me say though. So I actually am working on a piece, BCB After Dark. It'll be out either tonight or tomorrow night, depending on how much writing I get done after this. But wondering, and I'll just kick it to you guys first. You can get a preview of BCB After Dark's question for this weekend. But last year, the Cubs had Michael Bush, Seiya Suzuki, and Pete Crow Armstrong all hit 30 home runs.
Right.
How many players do you think will hit 30 home runs this year? Keeping in mind that like Michael Bush and Seiya Suzuki started out kind of cold, and the team leader in home runs at the moment is still Nico Horner.
Yeah. And Hap's got a bunch. Hap's up there, right?
On the team.
Hap might be the leader right now. I need to check that. You might be right about that.
I honestly think
Carson Kelly too.
I forgot about today.
A lot of guys.
Hold on. Hold, please, while I do some math.
Carson Kelly is never getting to 30 because he just doesn't play quite enough.
Yeah, Hap has 7.
Sorry, so Hap is the team leader with 7.
So
if the wind blew out every time Hap came to bat, maybe Hap hits 30.
Yeah. Oh God, I had to hear fucking shit, Bambi.
You are frozen, but now you're back.
We could still hear everything you were saying though. Your audio didn't cut out. No, I had to hear shit, Bambi. Like I think it was today, maybe it was yesterday. Say, we need to start saying that first hit by Ian Happ that got killed by the wind. He's like, we need to just say, well, he's got 5 from the right side. No, we don't. That's not what happened. It doesn't matter. Like this. Oh my God.
The only thing that matters is what hand you wipe your butt with, and also the exit velocity of the ball you hit. Right. It's all that matters. It doesn't matter
what happens in reality.
No, it does not matter the eventual result. It's all about the process, Michael.
Look, okay,
You're too results oriented.
Yeah. Okay. So Sarah,
Yo,
I have clearly already like made this so that you probably don't want to answer it the way that I want you to answer it. But
okay.
look,
When does that ever
Answer
happen
her
before, Michael?
question.
what do you think about that first Ian Happ first game? He crushes that ball. Everybody thinks like that's a homer in 99.9% of games.
Are
but
you
it
seriously
didn't.
bringing that home run up right now?
No, because Shambi brought it up in the game today, and now they're all like, we were talking about home runs and who's in it.
Well,
And
I'm saying the same
everybody
thing
wants,
to you. I would say to him.
everybody
I'm gonna-
wants to give Ian
No,
Happ this fucking home
not-
run, and
there's-
it drives me insane.
Listen, there's no such thing as a should have been a home run. Like I understand
Right.
StatCast and I understand expected stats and I understand launch angle and the ball and the drag and this and the that. And like, why wasn't that a home run? Yeah, it's super weird. And also, baseball is a game that is played outside, which means there are weather factors, including like the wind was gusting in at that moment, like the air was kind of humid, so the ball had slightly different drag than whatever. The only time, and like MLB is constantly fucking around with the ball. So
Yeah.
like some years there's more homers, some years there's fewer, some years the seams are tighter, some years they're not. Like, and I don't mean they're deliberately doing it. I actually don't think they are, but I do think they've made changes over the years that they thought would be net neutral that wound up being either net negative or net positive. And that's just because when you're dealing with something like a baseball that has that many variations in it, actions have consequences, right? So like if you standardize the production of a thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, so weird. Like we got all these home runs. Like that's on you. You did that. If you put humidors in every park to try to keep every ball at the same conditions, when that ball comes out of the humidor and gets the mud rubbed on it or whatever, and gets hit at Wrigley Field, it carries a different amount that it carries in San Diego because of air factors and conditions that we cannot control.
And this
so
week
that's not a
was
Hap.
two
That's
different.
not a home run for Hap. That's not a home run for anybody.
Right.
But-
And this week was an example of that. Like you had 2 cold days where the scoring was low and not really, but then 2 hot days where the scoring was very high. You know,
there's
it's
no
like,
neutral condition.
yeah. And it's just like it was cold during the Mets series over the weekend. And those games were 4-2 and 2-1. Then it warms up, and all of a sudden the Cubs are scoring 5, 7, 7, and they scored 8 today. So they scored a shit ton of runs. They scored a shit ton of runs off of Philadelphia in Philadelphia as well, even in the game they lost. And they only lost one. They went 6-1 versus Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, they went those 3 games, the last 2 games in Philly, and then the first game in New York. In New York.
But they're managing to win.
I was in Oklahoma and I was missing those games, but those were all double-digit runs, like 3 straight games, double digits. Today that doesn't happen very often.
18 hits today. 18 hits. Now they should have had more runs because, oh my God. And that's all the games. And I know they have a lot of dudes on base. And then you look at the end and they're like 4 for 15 with runners in scoring position, 18 left on or some crazy number like that. And you're like, well, how did they only score 8 runs? Like,
so getting back, I think we started in this with Danny. I think you were asking how many 30-run homers? How many players on this team? Ari Soglin says no one hits 30.
I mean,
see that.
Prior to last year, no one had hit 30 for the Cubs since like 2017 when they again had 3 who did it. And I think it was Rizzo, Bryant. Hold on. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Rizzo,
like,
Bryant,
Schwarber maybe, but it doesn't matter. The point being, like, it could very well be no one. And that wouldn't surprise me. It had been like 10 years since last year.
Or it could be like 3 people again.
Or it could be like 3 people again.
I mean,
and it wouldn't surprise me either. It would be
look what
you
guys in the last 3 days.
You got a bunch of dudes like, well, Seiya Suzuki. I got to bring up Seiya Suzuki's giant blast from the other night because that thing was a fucking.
That was a monster.
Shot.
That was a great home run.
Went over our head, and we had wondered about Ball Hawk Dave getting the ball. And what we found out after the game is that Ball Hawk Dave biffed the play. And
that was
so
amazing. He was so mad about it too. He was so salty.
Well, and so we did a reenactment that very night after the game, and we got it on video here, and I want to share it with you. This is
oh my God, this is gonna be
and
great.
Miguel Esparza was standing there, so he actually calls the play in Spanish. So I'll explain it later what hawked, but then I'm also gonna play because Miguel, I'll play him back to back because Miguel also made fun of Ball Hawk Dave on the Spanish broadcast the next day too. So
do you have that audio too? No, please
I have that audio
audio.
as well. So the next two things you hear are going to be in Spanish and a bunch of people laughing.
Oh,
but there's
our Spanish language listeners are going to be so excited. This is the moment you've been waiting for. We're going 2 clips deep, just all Spanish, baby.
Here we go.
Viene el lanzamiento, le pone el bate, sella Suzuki, afuera, para la calle, le pega el guante de Dave y no la atrapa Dave. ¿Cómo puede ser? Increíble Dave.
Perfecto, está perfecto.
Yeah, so Jeff tira la pelota y Haley es Dave in este caso. Perdía la pelota. She misses the ball, just like Dave did. Dave went over there to catch the ball. He missed it. Perdió la pelota. And now here's Miguel the next day making fun of Dave in Spanish on the radio.
Pegado el envío. Pero cuadrangular monstruoso. Salió a la Waveland después del partido. Me fui a la Waveland a platicar con los Ballhawks. Me fui a Ballhawk
You went to
Corner.
talk to the Ballhawks at
Y
the corner.
fui allá a preguntarle a quién le había impactado. Impacta aquí, la manda hacia el jardín derecho.
Now there's a
Carga de
play in the
foul.
middle of his
¿Quién
story.
había atrapado esa pelota de Seiya? ¿Por qué?
Say
Fue
caught the
monstruoso.
ball.
Desde el momento que impactó el bate, sabías que se iba a ir. Sabías que no había duda. Solamente sabía pensar. La duda era dónde iba a caer. Pues le cae a Dave.
The
Le
ball
pegan
fell by
el guante
Dave.
de Dave.
In the ball.
Y Dave
in
no
the-
la
in his-
atrapa.
in his
Dave
glove,
lleva
but he did
Añales
not
ahí en
catch
esa
it.
esquina. Viene el envío pegado para strike 1 y 2. Pero cuando contaba, esa era bola. Si la revisaban los Cubs tenían la bola, pero no revisó Seiya. Entonces Ballhawk Dave no atrapó la pelota. One job. El envío se va a primera.
He
One
said-
job.
¿Estás escuchando,
Hold
on.
Ballhawk Dave?
It's all
Come on,
Spanish.
man.
One
1 y
job.
2.
Yeah, ball. He's
I love
basically-
that Ball Hawk has no translation. He's just like Ball Hawk Dave.
Yeah, how do you say-
One job has no translation
Yeah.
because everybody.
Yeah, well, it does. Un trabajo.
We need to make Dave a shirt that says Ball Hawk Dave, one job.
Yeah, one job. Well, a hawk is halcon. So
Yeah, but like even if you said halcón de pelota, nobody would know what that means.
yeah,
you know what I
they'd be
mean? Like
a
that's, so
hawk of a
I've been-
ball. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
I've been working on my Spanish a lot, and it's getting quite a bit better. I actually listen to Miguel, not every day, but a lot of times while I'm watching the game because it helps me learn.
Yeah,
But
you never hear Zaidman talking about us.
no, but I was talking to a friend about this because one of the things I do at my day job is we have Debate en Español. So we just hosted our national championship for Debate en Español. And a lot of the stuff we talk about in debate doesn't translate to Debate en Español the same way. So it was like, ¿Cómo se dice disadvantage?
Right. And you're like, you just don't say that word.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And also, how fucking soothing was that call right there?
So good.
All I could hear was the ball, like the ballpark sounds behind him, and he's doing the game.
No cackling Zach.
Yep. And, now I will say, kind of, unfortunately, it's just him because Jorge isn't there anymore.
Bummer, man. Jorge is the best.
Well,
Yeah, Jorge is such a good.
I will say this: Jorge was actually there on Friday, but he was with me. Watching the game,
Right, but I'm just saying, yeah, he's not in a booth with Miguel. Miguel, honestly,
there's
though,
Jorge. That's on Friday against
Aw,
the Mets.
hi,
Yeah,
Jorge.
my sister and Jarrett from the Bleacher Bum Band. We're playing May 2nd, by the way. I keep forgetting.
I will be there, man. That's the Kerrywood bobblehead day.
Oh, baby.
yeah, I think I'm coming to that. I'm not 100%, but I'm close. But no, anyway, Miguel
Can
by
I sweeten it up
himself.
for you? I got 2 bleacher tickets with your name on it, motherfucker.
Me.
No, we've been cotton.
I don't have a ticket yet. Anyway.
Well, I mean,
I'll
you
get
bring
my
his
own.
wife.
Sarah, I'm
No,
married. I'm
it's
married.
fine. I
I'm
know.
married,
I know. All
and
you
Danny
people.
knows that I don't go places alone usually.
I'll get you a ticket, Sarah.
No, you don't have
How
to give
about
me a
that?
ticket. I can get my own ticket.
Anyway,
Tickets for everybody. If you're watching the show right now,
Look at the
you get
beer.
a ticket.
Oh,
and you
no.
get it. I'm going all Oprah. You get a ticket, and you get a ticket.
you did that 2 weeks ago. You did that on this last show that I was on, and you had to give away fucking 50 tickets.
Oh my God!
How did that go? By the way, you
got
never mentioned it again.
About half of the tickets got given away.
Yeah.
I should have just gone in and out 25 times and just for fun.
And got 25 bobbleheads.
I don't think
it wasn't. It wasn't a bobblehead. No,
Otherwise,
they're
I
not
would've-
giving away
Just
free
a
tickets of
bobblehead.
bobblehead.
But
Anyway, I just want to finish that thought because I keep getting like lost here. Miguel's call is pure. Like I will go to sleep to that. I
It's
will
so
listen
good.
to that. That is so
got a
nice.
voice too.
And like I said, unfortunately, Jorge is not in there, but Miguel is doing right now what like it's so perfect. Like
Yeah,
it's just so
Well, and he's able
nice
to
what he's
weave in and
doing.
out.
yeah.
He's
He's
able to
very
weave in
good.
and out of the story.
We're
Well,
extremely lucky.
yeah,
He's like the Spanish Vince Scully right now.
yeah, he is. And he's
Yeah, I
getting-
went there. Fuck
he's
all
getting-
you all.
and he's getting better.
He's the Spanish Vince Scully. I'll say it again.
I'm going to text him, tell him you said that.
And Scully
you
and
know what?
Espanol.
That needs to be his fucking obvious shirt.
Can it,
Miguel Esparza, the
Oh.
Spanish Vince Scully.
dude, he's not wearing that around any Dodgers fans and getting away with it. So he's not wearing that. Can I tell you the other funny thing that happened this week that was incredible is the rat on the field. There was a goose on
Rally
Monday,
rat.
and then there's the rally rat. So I took this video at Wrigley.
There's a rat in the ball bag and the silver spoon.
There's a rat on top of the
Oh my
ball
God,
bag
right
here.
on top of that ball bag.
There's lots of video of this out there.
Oh my God. It's on top.
So I
actually
The
just
best
pointed.
video though is the one where the Phillies like figure out there's a rat, like because the rat runs right by the Phillies
right by
dugout,
yeah.
and then the Phillies players don't really see it until he's like sort of by the end of the dugout, and they all freak out. They're they'll lose it. It's
Yeah,
great.
Turner actually pointed to it in that clip you just showed. Like, if you watch,
It's a
he
big rat, dude. It was I
Oh,
took that video from the left field bleacher. That was on the first base.
The Wrigley rat.
That
The
rat,
well-fed
was so-
rat.
Yeah, that rat, a Wrigley rat, eating fucking peanuts and nachos and drinking beer. That rat is wasted. And it's how many hot dogs did that rat eat a day?
the rat is like 999. That's fucking first inning, baby.
Yeah, that's
No.
incredible.
It was incredible. Like, we are seeing some incredible things on the games this year.
Great homestand.
We've gotten rally crack already this year, and then the rat showed up on the broadcast. They didn't mention it, but I was sitting there watching with Emily, and I'm like, I think I just saw a rat. And she was like, what? And I hit back a couple of times, and there it was. I'm like, oh my God, there's a rat. And then later in the game, you hear the crowd start to get
Notice the
all
rat, yeah.
animated, and then you see them standing. And
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was
of course
great.
they
It
didn't
Was
mention
that okay? So during that, I think what night was that, Danny?
Tuesday.
So I think that was the night because I was listening to Pat and Ron, and they were talking. They're like, "Did somebody just try to start the wave?" I'm hearing a sound, but I don't see anybody standing up to do the wave. I just hear people yelling. Maybe they're doing the wave without standing up, and I think it was the reaction to the rat.
The rat. Yeah, because people were slowly noticing, and it's kind of like anything that, like when there was the goose on the field the other day, and
Yeah.
that flew away, and we had the goose in the nest. So there's some wildlife at Wrigley. It's all coming alive here in the springtime too. And that rat, oh my God, that rat must have been undisturbed all winter long, just eating like leftover stuff that was left.
Like, what are all you
hanging around.
people doing here?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it was wild. Like it's just, I don't know, all this stuff, you love seeing this stuff. This is what
This
like
is what a
baseball.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of weird shit that happens in baseball. You will not see this at a basketball or a hockey game, of course.
I don't know. You can see
they're
probably see a
indoors.
rat jump out on a basketball court at some point.
I don't know. I've
Probably not
never
a
heard
ice
about it.
rink.
I've never seen it. I could see maybe it's outdoors like football. A lot of football is outdoors, but I don't remember
Cold for rats for football.
I don't ever remember there being like a goose.
Oh yeah, remember the possum in Oakland? Everett
What was
writes
it? Was it a cat or was it a squirrel or what was it that was on the field in Pittsburgh that one time? And like Pat and Ron started calling the chase, trying to capture the
squirrel,
little rodent.
right? Was it a
It
squirrle?
was a squirrel.
I think it was a squirrel. Yeah. But this is like, it's just one of the things about baseball because you can literally just stop the game. Oh, yeah. Yumper points out there was a rat at the Sox game, and he has a T-shirt, a White Sox rally rat T-shirt.
I mean, I was going to say the last time I saw a rat at Wrigley, I was sitting in the right field bleachers for one of the social media nights, and I think it was like 2018 or 2019. So the Cubs were kind of winning.
I mean, I'm thinking that. Do you think that rat is actually one of Craig Counsell's secret children, and he was just going over to spy on the Phillies?
Oh my God.
I mean, he does have a rat face, you know.
In the fucking Discord, somebody said something about that, like
rat face.
Yeah, that they're like they haven't mentioned the rat anymore or something. And I think it was Tim, maybe it's Terry, but it was like, yeah, Rat Face was told not to bring his kids to the game anymore.
So can we do rakes, flakes, throws, blows, and then take a break? I think it's time. Here we go.
And now, I'm going to show you how to rake.
Okay, and this should, generate some discussion here. We've already talked about some of this a little bit, but okay.
I'm gonna put up the Cubs stats in the last 15. I got last 15 here.
That's what I did last 15 because obviously I was not here last week. I was in Oklahoma. Shout out to Oklahoma. The women's softball team just absolutely kicking ass. The women's gymnastics team won the national championship the day before I went to the game, and they were there signing autographs and had their national championship trophy. Those women kick ass down there. And then also we went to a baseball game. I sat on a berm. I got free pizza. I drank beers like in the sun. It was fucking wonderful. I have to highly, highly recommend go to a baseball and softball game at the University of Oklahoma. But okay, so back to the rakes.
First, I got to go to Oklahoma, which
if you're going to go to Oklahoma, that's the only reason.
That's probably
Otherwise,
the only thing I'd look to do. I'm like, are they playing baseball around here? I don't want to do any of this other shit.
Okay. All right. I'm giving this one to our guy, Mo Baller. The guy has played in 12 of the 13 games, and he's only gotten 26 plate appearances. But that is not on him. And I'm not going to act like Rat Face right here and bench him off of the rakes for no reason. His line for the last 2 weeks, 583, 615, 1000. That is a 1615 OPS over those 2 weeks. This is the guy that Craig keeps pulling out of games. Just to let you know.
Do you know what his strikeout rate is since April 1st? He has only struck out 10.8% of the time since April 1st. That includes some of the time he was bad.
Yeah. So, okay. In the last 2 weeks, he's got 14 hits. 13 games. He has 14 hits, 2 walks. He's only struck out twice. And he has 2 home runs in that stretch as well. This is the guy, like, if you're going to have a DH, this is the guy you use for your DH. And like John Kruk said on the Phillies broadcast, why do they keep pinch hitting for the DH? Isn't the DH supposed to hit?
Amen, John.
I was like, fuck. Yeah, you don't do that. But
what does John Kruk know about baseball?
Right.
Doesn't he know that?
Now the most important thing in baseball is the hand you wipe your butt with.
I just wanted to use that drop.
It was amazing.
583, man. Mo Baller is a dude.
Yeah, he is. And now check this out. Mo Baller gets the rakes, but shout out Carson Kelly, 1158 OPS. Seiya Suzuki, 3 home runs, a 980 OPS.
One of them like the ball hawk, Dave.
Yeah, and Dansby Swanson actually
job,
leading the team over the last 2 weeks, 4 home runs. That's a hell of a lot of good hitting in the last 2 weeks. I love it. As much as I complain and bitch about Craig and the front office, all this stuff, it's not about the players. These guys kick ass, and I love watching them.
Yeah, can I shout out Dansby today and like some of these pictures from today's walk-off too, walking that stuff off in the 10th. Like, look how excited they are. Like, they love each other. Look at them jumping up and down. There's like water flying through the air. And I love this picture. Look at PCA. Is that Bregman? Yeah, PCA, Bregman, and Swanson in a 3-way hug.
Now, okay, that's actually a great point that you're bringing up here, Danny. And of course, winning always makes the dugout more fun. But it did feel like over these last 2 weeks that this team did feel like they were starting to come together. Like, and I don't know if it's the team started coming together, so they started winning, or they started winning, so then the team came together. I mean, that will work itself out as we move through this season. But I'm sure all of us are listening to the Lovable Reunion, and that whole podcast is literally just about a bunch of guys who fell in love with each other, and the sum became greater than its parts. And they were all like, they did something that year that hadn't been done for so long. And it really was like listening to that podcast. I've listened to Madden, Lester, and KB so far. And the way that they seem to still 10 years later, really like each other and stuff. And the stories that they have, it makes you understand, like, how were they so good? And then they weren't so much later. You know what I mean? Because things change every year, but that team, and they were still, you know, like great the next year, 95 wins or whatever. Like, they still did a lot of great things, but like, you really understand what that means when a major portion of the team comes together the way it does. And right now, I'm asking both of you, I want you to weigh in on this. Do you feel like this is the wins have made everybody happy, or this
the
team is
travel
starting?
ball boys, they're all the same guy. They're all the same guy over and over and over again. They're no different than they were before. You just plug
so you're saying the wins are making them happy.
All that matters. That's all
together.
the travel boys like. Their orange slices taste extra good after the game. Period. End of story. They love it. They have their Capri Sun together, get on the team, play, and slap each other's butt. Woohoo!
I mean, I kind of
boys. We win baseball.
I kind of agree with Danny. I mean, it's still the same. The team still has like the same overall character that it's had the last couple of years. You sub out Tucker for Bregman, right? Like, you bring in Moises Ballesteros. I will say the thing I've been most impressed with over the last 7 games, which is this homestand where they swept the Mets and then they swept the Phillies, which God bless the Cubs.
A 4-game sweep is amazing against any team.
A swept homestand is really hard, right? Like, I don't remember the last time the Cubs won every game of a homestand.
I don't think they do either.
That was like an actual long homestand, not like a 2-game homestand or something.
2015, they put it up at the board right after the game.
Oh, it's been a long time.
How many games?
It just said 2015. I don't forget.
Read
the whole thing. I don't have this time.
Who has time for reading comprehension?
Yeah, great. It was Giants and somebody else. I remember that.
I will say what's remarkable about that to me is that they did it with all of this bullpen I mean, the bullpen is shot, man. Like you lose Matthew Boyd, you get him back finally, but you basically lose Matthew Boyd for the first month of the season. Cade Horton's out. So you got Javier Assad and Colin Ray throwing like actual starters, which nobody wanted really. So that bullpen depth is gone. That Hunter Harvey is hurt. Phil Maton is hurt. Daniel Palencia is hurt. Caleb Teobar got hurt.
Yeah, today Teobar left the game.
There's guys throwing innings for this Cubs bullpen that I didn't know were in the system.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Martin guy. There's 2 guys named Martin in the bullpen. I'm like, I didn't know we had 1 guy named Martin in the bullpen.
It's Martin and Martin. The
Martin and
Martin of Martin and Martin. Well, can we do the blows first? Because I'm sure we're going to get to this, because I have a graphic of all the pitchers that have pitched for the Chicago Cubs in the last 15 days, and it's like a season's worth of guys. It's amazing.
Like we're about to go to LA, and I'm pretty sure the closer is Ben Brown.
Oh yeah,
so it's going to be a wild ride, Joe.
Yeah, well, I mean, shout out to Ben Brown. He's been doing pretty good.
So, Ben Brown's going to rock it like Lee Smith.
Ben Brown's always been really good against the Dodgers.
3 inning closes every time.
Yep.
I haven't worried about flakes since my grunge days. Remember them?
Amazing.
So good. Well, of course.
How awkward.
For the first time this year, I haven't actually done this year for the flakes, but it goes to Rat Face. He sucks. He sucks at handling the lineup. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man.
He's terrible. He fucking blows at handling the lineups. But unfortunately, he gets the flakes, but I am going to have to call out Miguel Amaya. 185, 290, 185 slash for the last 2 weeks. He's got a 475 OPS. That is not very good. I love
walking
Miguel
out
Amaya.
to Panama, though, and it's great.
He's walking out to what?
The song Panama by Van Halen, which is
yeah.
a throwback to the World Baseball Classic, because they played that like every time Panama was hitting in Puerto Rico. And so it's like Panama.
Well,
and I'm like, it's so good.
Panama.
Yeah.
He is from Panama. Yes, he was playing. Miguel Amaya was on that team.
That is awesome. And look, I don't have any problem with Miguel Amaya being out there, Ben. He's gonna figure it out. He's gonna turn it around. Like Miguel Amaya is actually maybe he's done it before. Like, I don't know. I don't have any issues with Miguel Amaya. He's struggling right now, but that's the guy. Like, I like the Carson Kelly Miguel Amaya split right now.
I like a little more Kelly and a little less Amaya. Carson Kelly's like really proven himself to be quite a great asset to the team, and surprising to all of us. Let's do the throws.
Throw 'em up, son. Throw 'em up. Yeah. Throw 'em up, son. Throw 'em up. Throw 'em up.
Love it.
Because I want to put up these 15 pitch, or I don't even know how many it is. It's a lot. The last 15 days.
Well, the throws goes to the guy with the QO, and he is making the most of it. Shota Imanaga, in the last 15 days, he has had 3 starts and a 0.95 ERA over 19 innings. He's given up 6 hits, including 2 home runs. But the only earned runs he's given up were those 2 solo shots. He's only walked 3 guys. He has struck out 21. That is an 0.47 whip and an 0.94 average against. I love it. Shota is kicking ass. I'm so happy for him. And then out of the bullpen, this is actually the second time on my list this year, and this is going to be a surprise to some people. Five Finger Brown. He is rocking a 0 ERA over 8.1 innings. He's given up 7 hits. Not great, but only 1 run, and that run was unearned. He's walked 2. He struck out 10. Everyone gets down on Brown, but seriously, they're wrong.
I get down with the Brown.
That kid has he's got all 5 fingers. And we need to put the 5 fingers together, both hands, give him a clap. I like Ben Brown a lot out of the pen.
Me too. Yeah, but look how many names are on this list.
It's a
This is
lot
the
of
last
names.
15 days. This is 17 pitchers.
That is
17.
Very much looks like a season's worth of pitchers.
I mean, I don't even think there's any guys left. I'm going to pull up the Cubs 40 man. I'm not sure they have.
They're going to be pulling dudes up from AA, signing guys that
Double A.
They had
Double A's depleted, man.
Dude, they had Porter Hodge.
Oh, he's out for a year.
Talking about him, and he blew out his arm. Like, they're losing guys that aren't even here.
The Cubs didn't get Giolito. He went to the Padres.
Oh my God, that is malpractice. $3 million for Giolito, and the Cubs didn't go get him. I'm sorry.
He maybe didn't want to come to the Cubs.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but wow.
What's his name? Jesse Rogers said the Cubs made an offer and they fell short.
Yeah, well, that's
$3
no surprise.
I'm just reporting
$3 million for a starting pitcher, and they fell short.
Yeah, that sounds like us. Meanwhile, Philippe Maton is making like $8 million sitting on the bench.
Oh,
well, he's on the IL.
Yeah, well, exactly.
He's on the IL.
Exactly.
I think the only,
Sitting on a
I'm looking
couch,
at the
even
40
worse.
man right now. The only guys who we have not seen yet, and correct me if we've seen them because I could be wrong, who are on the 40 man. There's a guy named Charlie Barnes who is a lefty.
No, he pitched. Look at it, Charlie Barnes. 3 innings pitched in the last 15
Are you
days.
sure?
Got a
Where?
9 earned run average. Look at him.
I missed that. That didn't go well. We got a guy named Gavin Hollowell. Did Gavin Hollowell pitch?
Not in the last 15, so he
No.
could come.
Okay. Luke Little obviously was here and then went back. There's our Martin brothers.
Martin brothers. We are the Martin
Ryan
brothers.
Rollison was a surprise to me. I'm like, how? I have never heard this name in my life.
wait, Charlie Barnes either.
Right, you were like Ryan Rollison is a surprise.
Well, to me, he was. Yeah,
to me too.
He's a surprise. Like half these guys are surprises.
Even
nobody's ever heard of them before, unless you live in.
But like, I
Moines.
spend a decent amount of time looking at 40 man rosters. Like, these are new additions to the 40 man since there were 60 day IL injuries. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. We're
Hollowell is also hurt. Thanks, Terry. That's great.
We're deep into it. All right, roll the blows.
Chicago. Who do the Chicago Dogs have this year? Go look at those.
I just want to go back to a comment that was made in the chat here because, like, honestly, Boog was going to ask Amaya why he walks out to Panama, and T-Mac had to explain it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Dude.
What?
No, because Sarah.
What are we doing?
This dude does not know what's going on in front of him. He does not know what he's doing. He looks at numbers. He looks at maybe some blogs and some things that people give him or in like he follows. He has no fucking clue what's actually happening in real world.
But this would be something you'd think he'd know. Like, you know,
what, Danny?
Like, he doesn't pay attention to the
he should
game,
know a lot of things.
Just feels
well,
like
he certainly knew how to sign a baseball for you, Michael.
Oh, fuck.
Luke signed a baseball for Michael?
Oh, my God, Sarah. Have you not seen this yet?
Oh.
I have to show this to you right now. So during Cubs convention, Andre Dawson had a signing thing. It was the Hit and Pitch Club.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to go because the Bears were playing. It was Cubs convention weekend, so I got to go. And Boog was there, and so was Andre Dawson. So I got Boog's signature for Michael. Look, to Michael. Go Cubs. Boog Shiabi. His
go Cubs, go, man.
Favorite broadcaster of all time. I present this to you. I'm just going to keep it just so I can keep putting it on screen.
Oh my God. It is.
You'll probably destroy it.
I might.
You'll give it to your dog.
Oh,
don't do that.
Stella, do you want a ball? Do you want a ball? She'll probably be like, I'm not playing with that thing.
Dog. Did we do blows yet? No, we
didn't.
Roll the blows. That was awkward.
Just put your lips together and blow.
Speaking of awkward.
So good.
So good. Obviously, blows goes to Craig once again because his bullpen strategy is baffling to anyone who watches baseball. Look, I get it.
He's got no people.
Everybody's
He's got Ryan
falling.
Rollison and Charlie
No.
Barnes.
In fairness to Craig, like, what is he supposed to do?
What's he supposed to do?
You know what he's supposed to do? Not use Hobie Milner.
He's the only guy they got.
Every single fucking game,
I mean,
regardless of the game. He pitched last night. In a game that they had well in hand, and then he brought him out tonight because he needed somebody.
I don't know that last night was well in hand. I really don't know that last night was well in hand.
Look at
this.
It
didn't feel well in hand, I got to tell you.
Well, here's a list of people in the last 15 days that pitched more than Hobie Milner. Riley Martin pitched 2.1 more innings. Ben Brown, 3.1 more innings. Assad, who came out in relief, he doesn't really count because he started. But
yeah. Pincus says that the blow should be the training staff. That might be. But no. Look, I get it. He is dealing with a lot, but before he was dealing with that, he was running Hobie Milner out there like it's nobody's. Like it's insane how many times he's been in the game already this year. And honestly, Hobie Milner has been very good. The only reason Hobie Milner has any like real negative aspects to what he's been doing is because he's out there every fucking day. Like
I don't know, man. I feel pretty like Craig Counsell is limited to the 40-man roster of pitchers that he has. And right now that includes 2 guys with the last name Martin, neither of whom I knew existed in March. So,
and who are actually somewhat good.
Yeah, they're fine-ish.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been doing.
Unfortunately, there are like really. I'm looking at Roster Resource is a great tool over at Fangraphs where you can sort of see who's on the 40-man, see who's coming up next and stuff. This is the list of players the Cubs currently have on the IL. It does not include. I'm not including the 60-day IL, so I'm not including like the Cade Horton, Justin Steele situation. Okay, so you got Jordan Wicks, you got Hunter Harvey, you got Porter Hodges 60-day. He will be. He just isn't yet. Phil Maton, Shelby Miller, Daniel Palencia, and Ethan Roberts. The only guys who are on the 40-man who are not actually in Chicago right now are Charlie Barnes and Luke Little.
Yeah.
Jackson Wiggins is not on the 40-man yet and dealing with soreness last I heard, unspecified soreness. So like that's not good. Apparently Vince Velasquez is in the Cubs minor league system. Who knew? Tyler Beatty, definitely not a guy we want to be seeing anytime soon in the Cubs system. Kyle Wright, failed starter for the Braves, not a guy we want to see in the Cubs system. This is not good.
And they
I don't even know who they're going to pull up.
Outbid for Lucas Giolito by because he got $3 million
57 cents
by a bag of French fries.
The worst bullpen and like story in the last 2 weeks is Daniel Palencia because his arm blew up and he died on the mound, and we're all sad because he's gone now. And that is, I'm not saying he was pitching bad. I'm saying that is the worst thing that could have.
He'll be okay. Better than an elbow.
Yeah, well, I mean, the lat strains seem to be endemic everywhere. But outside of that, who the hell is Charlie Barnes? I didn't see this game. I don't know who he is.
I didn't
just looking through and I'm like, he 3 innings in one game. He gave up 3 runs for a 9 ERA, 4 hits, walked 3, and he hit somebody, and he only struck out 1 person. I don't know who this guy is, and I honestly hope I don't find out.
So Charlie Barnes was most recently pitching in the KBO. He's been there since 2022. He was drafted in 2017 by the Minnesota Twins, and doesn't look like he ever did much with the Minnesota Twins. He's just not very good.
Yeah, but
he's in our bullpen right now. He's probably going to pitch against the Dodgers because he can throw the baseball.
What game did he show up in? Like, was it over the weekend in the Mets? Because I mean, I missed these games.
No, it was it was when he was in Philadelphia on the 13th of April. Charlie Barnes threw 3 innings. He faced 17 total batters. He gave up 4 hits, 4 runs.
Oh, was that the first game where they were just getting their asses handed to them?
He walked
the Cubs,
struck out 1. I mean, what is that whip?
Yeah.
Got to be an atrocious.
We
whip.
have already spent way too much time talking about Charlie Barnes, and I think everybody would agree in the world.
Hold on, let me find his whip though, because I kind of want to know.
Charlie Barnes is getting blown up right now.
Showing it this whole time.
Charlie Barnes's whip in the 3 innings he threw was 2.33. That is very bad.
2.33. Yeah, look, they're batting 308 off of him. He's terrible, and he's
walked
going to
more
be
guys than he
in
struck
LA
out.
facing Shohei Ohtani, and it's going to go terribly.
Well, no,
go well.
We're not going to see Shohei.
Well, the Dodgers are hurt.
But he's going to hit.
He's going to hit.
He's going to hit.
He's not going to pitch. He's going to hit.
But the Dodgers are pretty hurt. We'll talk about that.
I will say, in Craig Counsell's defense, I think he's right that the Dodgers should not get an extra pitcher just because they also have Shohei Ohtani. That's some bullshit.
I agree with that.
You know what, though? Here's my take on that, though. That shit long sailed. He's been with the Dodgers for like, what, 2 years, 3 years now?
Yeah,
like,
but that was a rule in the latest CBA, and they could change it in the next CBA.
Okay, but fuck you, Craig. Go out and find your own goddamn pitcher who can hit. That's what I want to see.
They're not everywhere.
They're not every. No,
the only other guy who
needs
30
Otanis.
You know what?
The only other guy who is kind of in that conversation is Michael Lorenzen, and like Michael Lorenzen is a category difference off Shohei Ohtani.
Go right,
Travis Wood.
Obviously, it's not going to be
Carlos Zambrano.
Obviously, it's not going to be Shohei Ohtani.
Bring Jake Arrieta back. The people demand Jake.
Yeah, you DH Arrieta.
No, but here's the thing. I don't know exactly what the rule book says, like if he has to start or whatever, but you could just fucking go get a guy and just say, yeah, he's a 2-way guy. I don't know.
But you got to
roll him out there every so
it's
often.
only an advantage if they actually are.
The 2-way player rule actually do mandate that they have a certain like number of you can't just designate like Shelby Miller a 2-way player and not have him hit.
They don't grow on trees, though.
But the real advantage is actually not in the hitting; it's actually in the pitching because
it's in the roster. What I am saying is the advantage is in the roster, and Counsell is right about that.
You're blinded by your Craig hatred. You're blinded. You're blinded because you hate Ratface.
No, I'm not talking about Ratface right now. His dumbass. Look, give Ratface fucking 12 extra pitchers. He still doesn't know what to do with them.
We might by the end of this
actually
week.
have 12 extra pitchers. It does not appear, unless somebody wants to see Vince Velasquez pitching for the Cubs. I'm not entirely.
We're seeing it.
But no, I was talking about the Dodgers roster. It actually doesn't have anything to do with the hitting. Like they still only have 26 guys. It's just
but they have 14 pitchers and everybody else is capped at 13.
But that
is a big deal.
But that was the point that I was about to make, Sarah, because
that's the point Craig made.
Danny said it was about the hitting, and it's not. It's about the pitching.
So you
and
agree
it's about
with Craig
the fact
Counsell.
that he
I appreciate you coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, he is a starter that is not listed, or he gets a bonus as a starter. Like they basically can carry 6 starters if they'd like.
He's right. Craig's
it's only unfair
to every other team but the Dodgers.
It's been around for a while.
Just say Craig's right, and then we can go to break. And we can get more
Craig
views.
is right because he's a fucking whiny little bitch.
Just say Craig Counsell was right.
Where was Craig Counsell last year talking about this? He wasn't talking about this.
He's just thought of it.
So he doesn't get to be right this year talking about it?
No, he doesn't. You have to be fucking consistent. If you
have to
don't
be right
like the
all
rule,
the time, you're
like
not
the
allowed
rule.
to like change your mind.
Were you mad when the gas prices were high under Biden? same argument. Same argument.
Yeah.
This is my shirt. So we're gonna make Ballhawk Dave a Ballhawk Dave one job shirt. We're gonna make me a shirt that says Sarah's right, Cotton got mad.
Sarah's right. Can we do the silhouette?
Look,
Can we do
you know
the
what?
silhouette and go?
I'm happy to say Sarah is right, not Ratface.
Not Craig.
Okay, so to be clear, my argument is that Craig Counsell is right.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's one removed from Craig being right.
Exactly. I'll give you your props, but fuck Craig. That dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So the dude he left, and the dude that took his place, his bench coach, won fucking manager of the year like 2 years in a row or something. So I don't know.
Oh, Pat Murphy.
Yeah.
Pat Murphy's pretty good at his job, it turns out. The Brewers are interesting. Anyway, we should do a silhouette.
Pat Murphy's pretty fucking
Silhouette
good.
me.
And
I'm low on drinking.
Craig Counsell is not.
Yeah, silhouette
All right.
me. We're in.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Estelle Getty for letting me borrow her image. Rich Schultz took this picture. This is not a baseball card, but this is a right-handed batter. I will tell you, this is a right fielder. So those are your guesses. And I think maybe everybody should start to figure out that whenever I put these up, it has something to do with the teams we have just played or the teams that we're about to play. That is also something you should think about in this. He's got a very high kind of leg kick.
Oh, I can think of that dude's name, but I can't. What's his name?
He's about to hit a double.
Hold on. I know who this is.
Not
Hold
only
on.
should you be guessing in the chat, but you should be hashtag chancing in the chat. You can win the Frank Chance postcard. In the meantime, we're just going to take a quick break for our sponsors, who really we wouldn't exist without them, and all of our Patreon supporters, patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
The Bleacher Bunch brings you great shows like Sun Ranto, Cubs PS Plus, Bricks Behind the Ivy, Cuppa Cubby Blue, and Baseball Rabbit Hole. But you could be getting so much more when you subscribe to our Patreon page for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch. Get access to our exclusive daily show Cubs Pod, where we recap every single game. Plus, be the first to hear Cubs music, get early access to events, and receive an invitation to join our Discord Cubs community, where fans just like you show up every day to rant and rave about our beloved boys in blue. Most importantly, 10% of your Patreon pledge will go directly to help the Lost Boys Youth Baseball program. So join us. There are perks at every level, like the Renter Calendar, absolutely free, and name recognition for you or your business. We are independent Cubs podcasters, and we need your support. Otherwise, we'll quit. Seriously, we'll all quit. Some of us might even die from your lack of support. In fact, the cutest little puppy you've ever seen will die if you don't support the Bleacher Bunch at patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch. We promise to spend all the Patreon money on tickets and beer and all the dumb crap we have to buy just to keep our podcast rolling. So give us your money, and we'll waste it far better than you will. Patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch. Free trials are available, but don't do a free trial. Just join, okay? Okay. Patreon.com/Bleacher Bunch.
In the clutch, in the clutch. Buy t-shirts from In the Clutch. Take it from the Bleacher Bunch. You'll love the shirts from In the Clutch.
In the Clutch shirts are comfortable, stylish, and guaranteed to get you laid. Plus, they're proud sponsors of the Bleacher Bunch. Use promo code Bleacher Bunch for 10% off your purchase.
Nice to feel and soft to touch. That's why you will get laid so much. Wearing a shirt from In the Clutch. And you can thank the Bleacher Bunch. In the Clutch, in the Clutch. Buy t-shirts from In the Clutch. Remember the code Bleacher Bunch. Save 10% at In the Clutch. In the Clutch. In the Clutch.
In the Clutch shirts actually not really guaranteed to get you laid.
Hey there, as you can see, I'm a talking penguin. No, I'm not like the Batman kind of penguin or Rod Say or that dumb fuck Happy Feet. No, I'm the spokes penguin for Penguin Imprints, who makes awesome imprinted items with original designs. And they do custom stuff too. Why, check this out. And this. How do you like this, Chicago? And I love this one. And this might sound a little weird coming from a penguin, but fuck ice indeed. Penguin Imprints also makes custom t-shirts and stickers for your event or organization. And because they're sponsors, listeners of the Bleacher Bunch Network can get 20% off any order at penguinimprints.com with the code Bleacher Bunch. Okay, that's enough about Penguin Imprints. Now I gotta go find that little bitch Happy Feet and put his smirking pink on the other side of his head. I hate that fucker. But man, do I love Penguin Imprints.
It's going to bother me, and I couldn't find it, and I'm extremely upset, and now I'm going to look at the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. We have a guest for Corey Patterson from Tom Cooper. We have Artie, Mr. Fourth Row, says Fukudome. But he also
Jock
says
Jones
Kelly.
is who I was thinking. Little Yumper. Jock Jones is who I was thinking.
Yeah, well, it really should have given you the clue when I said he's about to hit a double. That's Nick Castellanos.
Oh, Nick the Stick.
Yeah, Nick the
I never
Stick,
think
you
of
know.
him as that skinny.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's why I was thinking Jock Jones.
Right? Yeah, no, he does look very thin in this picture.
It's
But
the angle too.
yeah, but I was hoping the high leg kick would be a giveaway for some people, but yeah, it's
kind of
tough one.
his thing. He looks like he's pitching.
Yeah. But
So,
you know, we loved him and he went to the Phillies and now the Phillies hate him.
Now he's the Padres. Hashtag chance in the chat. Win the Frank Chance postcard sent to you by me with a message of love and doom. And that last commercial was for Penguin Imprints. And shout out to Little Yumper who did a parody this week of the Donald Trump Jesus photo. Check this out. We got Cubes fan healing Billy Cub.
What a doctor. What a great doctor.
As a doctor with the spagog on his tunic and all the Cub fans praying and saying, we believe. Just great job with that. I really enjoyed that.
In my doctor.
And the other person I got to hold that shout out to is Ronnie Woo Woo, who I went and visited this week at here we are. On Monday, I watched couple innings with Ronnie. Just kind of had a couple hours extra that afternoon. It was a nice day. I biked up to where Ronnie is, about 40 minutes away. And he was sitting there. He's got two different Cubs chairs. There's Janet on the left there in the picture. He's wearing a Bears jersey too. He's doing great. He would not wear his oxygen in the pictures because he's still fucking vain as fuck. And he's like, no. And Janet's yelling at him. He's like, put that on. He's like, I'm not listening to you, lady.
That's actually really nice of you to go up and see Ronnie, Danny. And you're right. Ronnie looks great. Like in that picture, he looked better than the pictures we've seen over the winter and stuff.
Janet's got it all done up. There's Jesus and Cubs stuff everywhere. He's got a Jesus-y shrine in front of the Cubs TV, including the Pope.
Chicago Pope.
He's got, and Janet told me she's very Catholic, so she's got the born, the death, and the rising from the dead. He's got the Pope. He got a bunch of crosses and stuff. So the Cubs are getting blessed. There are a lot of witchcraft going on this year, and it's coming out of Ronnie Woo Woo's nursing home room. So watch out, because that could, get your bets in now for Cubs World Series champions. I could see it happening. You want to know something else that Ronnie told me? That he's very into this idea. Game 7 of the World Series is slated. Now, I have not checked this fact, and it's coming from Ronnie, so I don't know. You have to go check it. Is slated. Game 7 of the World Series is slated to be on Halloween, also Ronnie Woo Woo's birthday.
Hold on. According to the 2026
seems
MLB
a little
schedule,
early.
The World Series is set to begin October 23rd with a potential Game 7 scheduled for October 31st.
Ronnie Woo Woo's birthday, where the Cubs win the World Series again. And I don't know what happens. That something good's got to happen then, because the last time the Cubs
wait a
did
second.
everything bad,
We switched back to the right time.
What costumes are we wearing
To
in
Game
the
7?
event that the Cubs are playing Game 7 on Halloween? I got to think about this.
Yeah.
I got to think about this. Like I gotta come up with something good.
I'm gonna go as Ronnie Woo Woo.
Terry says there's a picture of Brandon Marsh on his wall.
It's Jesus.
Yeah, let me put some more of this. Brandon Marsh. Oh yeah, there he is, right above the TV. Brandon Marsh, right there. Do you know what I was yelling at him? He played left field for like an inning or two at the end of the game today, and I was sitting out there, and with me and this other lady were yelling, "Timu Jesus, clap, 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 clap. Timu Jesus." I had a good time with that.
That's good. That's good taunting. I liked that Schwarber was out there and left yesterday. I thought that was a nice return, a nice a nice riff for Cubs fans. He didn't make any good plays, but he also didn't mess anything up. He was just kind of like standing there.
Can I show you something else? See, Janet goes all around to Facebook Marketplace and finds all these people selling Cub shit, and she gets it and brings it to Roddy's room. So the place is, head to toe, old Vine lines and weird fan-driven art. Look at this piece of artwork that she had like 5 copies of this in there.
No.
I don't know about 5 copies.
Look,
but I take 1. I like that.
I like
Absolutely
it too.
Not.
Look who's in it. Look at the upper left-hand corner.
Hell no.
I mean, I'm glad Ronnie Woo Woo's in there, but no. This is like a bad AI Picasso.
No, I don't think. I think this is a real Picasso.
It is not a real Picasso.
Andy Warhol's in it. John Wayne Gacy. Look, Gacy's
I see.
in it.
Yeah, I love it when there are serial killers in my Picasso wannabes. Can I say though on the AI front,
kind of amazing,
and I do think this is worth noting. So I don't know when this happened because I did not get back in town until the first game I got back for was Tuesday night. But the Cubs nixed the AI game. They used to do that AI art game where they would go to a kid and they'd be like, "Who's your favorite player?" And the kid would be like, "Dansby Swanson." And they'd be like, "What's your favorite food?" They'd be like, "Sushi." And they'd be like, "Name a place." And they'd be like, "The ocean." And so they'd have like some weird AI generated Dansby Swanson on the ocean with sushi or whatever. Anyway, it was getting booed to oblivion at the start of the year. And I felt bad for the kids actually, because last year it was just kind of neutral. Like nobody reacted to it. And it was like, whatever, the kids have this AI thing. This year, people are so mad about AI that they were booing the AI kids art game during the opening homestand, and it's gone now. It has been erased.
Yeah, there's a certain backlash
I kind of love
against it.
I do too. I was really excited. I was like, "Your boos work, people. Your boos are being listened to."
But at the same time, it's really wonderful to use AI to make something like this, which is like just ridiculing the president with our Cubes fan logo that we wouldn't have been able to do at the start of this podcast. It seems like
Halloween.
Danny, what was your
I'm gonna maybe go as Jesus.
Remember when you went as Jesus but with money signs?
I was biblical losses.
We're gonna have to do a World Baseball Classic thing. That was really good. Biblical losses.
I remember the biblical losses. That would be a good one. We can bring that one back for
Intelligent spending. I wonder if I could go as intelligent spending.
I
think I could go as intelligent spending, y'all. I'm gonna do this.
All you got to do is just like you just dress like a really smart person, which you already are. So it's typecasting.
Maybe
and then
maybe
let me finish. And then you just have like carry around like a total stripper roll full of dollars, right? And then you just buy shit off people. Like, can I buy that earring from you for $3? And they're like, sure. And you just buy stuff, and then you're just spending intelligently the whole night.
I gotta figure this out. I gotta
figure
this out. Yeah, it'll be worth it to mock Jed Hoyer for a day. And if the Cubs win Game 7 of the World Series, then it's maybe a compliment to Jed Hoyer.
Oh my God!
And intelligently won the World Series
because he intelligently spent.
But before we move on from Ronnie, which we never will, but I want to encourage everybody to go visit him because he loves to have visitors and he is totally lucid. There's a nice place to sit and watch an inning or two of the game with them, and he loves talking about the Cubs. And anybody watching this show. So if you're coming in town for a game, just go to the Pearl, go downstairs, and he will take visitors all day long. He loves when people come. I don't even think you have to phone ahead. It's at the Pearl in Evanston. If you come in for a game, stop in, say hi to Ronnie. And check this out. John, who made all those great parody baseball cards that were in the Ranter Fest packages that we had, like Paul Bacco as Chewbacca and stuff like that. He's making Ronnie Woo Woo baseball cards because Ronnie wanted to have something to hand people when they went and visited him. So I just want to encourage everybody to go to the Pearl, go see Ronnie, or send him a card. Send him a card. Ronnie Wickers at the Pearl in Evanston, because he's stuck there. We're gonna try to get him to another game.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It's really cool and I'm glad to see that he's doing well. Like he seems to like that picture. I thought he looked great in that picture. Like, compared to some of the ones we've seen over the last year or so.
Let me put it this way. He is definitely in the best shape of just about anybody else on that floor. So, and because he's made a bit of a miraculous recovery, and you really got to thank Janet for that. She made sure that he got on all the right medicines and got to a place that he could heal in. And he's getting physical therapy, which people thought that ship had sailed. Still got to be on the oxygen, so it's tough to get him to the game. But even if he comes down to Wrigley, hangs out for a couple hours, sees a bunch of people, we'd go Cubs woo at Ball Hawk Corner and get him the hell out of there and back on the oxygen. Maybe we'll do that. But it is now time on the show for
150 years ago.
When we look back at a time 150 years ago when the first Cubs game was played this week.
Yes.
Of course, this time they were the Chicago White Stockings. And 1876, the organization of the National League came into being. And here's what happened, right? It all kind of happened at the same time, but the St. Louis Brown Stockings beat the or they lost to the Cincinnati Reds.
Stockings were popular back in those days.
Well, they were stepping in a lot of mud and horse poop.
Oh my God, it was the most boring era of team names.
Stockings and colors.
They literally, whatever color you were wearing, that's what they would call you. And most teams are wearing the same colors in their like regular uniform, but their socks were different. So that's why they're like
Boston Reds and the Cincinnati Reds. There's two teams called the Reds. They're just from different cities at the time. So the Boston Reds,
what
they
the fuck
beat
is
the
a
New
mutual?
York. I was wondering if it was an insurance thing.
I don't know.
Like it, right?
This is from 1876.
Yeah, New York Mutuals does seem like an insurance thing. No, that was just the club team. Like the Mutual is like the name of the club, and then they made it in.
No, I have an answer. This is fucking nuts. The Mutuals baseball team was named after the Mutual Hook and Ladder Company No. 1, a New York City fire department company from which the club was initially formed in 1857.
Very cool.
So these were a bunch of firefighters, and their company was named Mutual Hook and Ladder No. 1. And so they shortened that to the Mutuals.
Well, they lost to the Boston Reds.
And they eventually
That's
were replaced.
fucking great, man. They're like, we just fight fires, and then in our spare time, we play some baseball.
Well, but then they were replaced by real baseball players. And they're like, yeah, we're going to keep
But
your name.
back in the day, that it really, like, I once got into it with Keith Olbermann on Twitter, of all fucking things, because I made the comment that Braves was a racist name, and he was like, no, actually, the Braves originally were named after like this group of guys who called themselves the Braves, but they were like stock traders or some bullshit. I don't remember if it was stock traders. And he was trying to say that these guys were, I'm like, where do you think they got their name? Keith?
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you think the rich titans of New York City and Boston chose the name Braves from? And he just didn't respond.
It's the argument of the Blackhawks. Basically being a military unit. Yeah, we're a military unit and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, but
the military unit was named after the Native American tribe, yo.
Right, and you have a Native American head on your jersey. So I don't know that it holds water.
Plus, like, aren't Hawks like gray? Where's the gray Hawks?
You know, the worst part
Hawks can be lots of colors.
Yeah.
The worst part is that somebody came up with a Blackhawks jersey, just replaced the human head with an actual Black Hawk, but then still with the feathers with the different colors. And it's an awesome jersey. It is amazing. I've actually seen a few in the wild, like just out. It's awesome. And I don't know why they don't switch.
So I just learned that one of the most famous New York Mutuals of all time, and I only know this because of Ken Burns' baseball, shout out to a great documentary, was Candy Cummings. And if you watched Baseball by Ken Burns,
also my favorite 1970s porn star.
Candy Cummings was the inventor of the curveball. He realized that he could make a clamshell.
That's what you called it? The curveball?
He invented the curveball.
Oh.
Candy Cummings was the first person to...
Wait, and then you said something about a clamshell. I don't know if this is going the way you want it to go.
Just stop. Y'all are 4.
Candy Cummings.
I was looking for interesting names, and I was like, oh, I know that name from baseball, the documentary that is 99 hours.
Candy
There were 2
Cummings.
guys named Candy on this team. There was
Wasn't
Candy
there-
Cummings and Candy Nelson are 2 of the all-time top 12 players for the New York Mutuals.
Well, they were only around for like 6 years.
Candy was apparently a very important guy's name in the 1870s.
Well, is it short? It says it's short for William somehow.
The actual fuck.
So now the real question is how we got the name Candy. I mean,
Well,
you know,
the real question is, do we start calling Boomer Bill Boomer Candy?
yeah, I'm going to call him Candy Bill. Well, I wanted to talk about a guy who was on the White Stockings, and that I had never heard of
Let
this
me look
guy.
up them now. Hold on.
Yeah, this guy. Have you ever heard of Ross Barnes?
He's the great grandfather of Charlie Barnes.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah, exactly.
Barnes' great grandfather.
He's from Mount Morris, New York, but he lived in Rockford and is buried there. But this guy, in 1876, he actually was a 6-war player. I don't know how they figured that out because I couldn't find any anything about the games. Yeah.
War was different back then.
But he
War?
played
No, he was actually in 6 different wars.
6 wars. Yeah, he was in the Civil War. And then he was
The Mexican-American War.
in the Mexican-American War. He was in a few skirmishes up in Canada as a mercenary. So anyway, he scored he led the league in all of these categories: runs scored, hits, doubles with 21, 14 triples. This is in 66 games. 14 triples. Only one dong. It was probably inside the Parker because a hobo
Yeah, that was
stole
the dead ball era, though. It was really hard to hit home runs once upon a time.
Yeah, and a lot of places just didn't have fences.
But my dude batted 429. That led
That's awesome.
So a Chicago White Stocking, Ross Barnes, led the major leagues or the National League, because there was no American League at the time, in just about every offensive category. So that's pretty good. Played second and short, middle infielder, hair parted on the right.
That's an insane part, man. Like, it was really
fought 6
deliberate
wars.
about that.
Yeah. So Ross Barnes never wore a helmet.
No candies on the White Stocking. That was apparently a New York thing.
Yeah, we had no candies. We had a bunch of guys though. I had that page open before now. Here we go. Yeah, we had a guy named John Peters.
That's boring.
Everybody's heard of Cap Anson, but no.
Yeah, he sucked.
He didn't lead the league in shit.
Cap Anson is the reason baseball was segregated for like decades.
He led the league in racism.
Yeah, he led the league in being a dick.
Yeah, Deacon White, maybe you've heard of.
No,
he led the league in RBI. He's a catcher.
Oh, well, we all know that RBI is the worst stat that's ever been created. So
Al Spalding was
I don't
a pitcher.
know. Al Spalding is the reason that baseball became like a business.
Yeah, Al Spalding was very big in the Cubs, owned the Cubs for a while, president.
Well, actually, I can't be looking at this correctly, but
also
it
created
looks like
gloves.
The only starting pitchers for the Cubs that year were Al Spalding and Cal McVeigh.
No, you're right about this. So one of the things, way back in old baseball, this is part of why you have guys hitting like 420 and whatever. Pitchers were not actually trying to get you out. Like they were trying to
get you to hit it.
They were trying to. It was more like cricket. Like they were trying to get the ball to you to hit it, right? And
yeah,
so
the strikeout wasn't as big a thing.
And so, like, pitchers threw tons of innings, and like there were guys who threw back-to-back doubleheaders because there was like, who cared? We were just trying to lob the ball in to get them out. This is why, actually, when Candy Cummings invented the curveball, it's kind of a big fucking deal because like guys couldn't hit it, and like that was not considered gentlemanly. Like that was considered bad form to try to strike guys out.
All right.
Well, the other thing was the batter got to tell the pitcher kind of where he wanted the ball. And the pitcher had to try and throw it there so that the batter could hit it. So when Candy Cummings came in with the curveball, he's like, I'll throw it there.
Yeah, no problem. I looks like Bugs Bunny. And Bugs Bunny
Throw
hadn't
it
even
right
been
where you
invented.
want it, and then it turned sideways, and everybody struck out.
Okay,
They were mad.
trivia question for you guys and the chat, and is that how many innings did Al Spalding pitch in 1876 for the Chicago White Stockings? How many innings?
I'm going to go 472. That's my guess.
How many? I'm going to say 600.
Okay, it's in between there. It's 528.
Wow.
Never to be repeated. Maybe even in a career someday. They'll be like, oh, yeah. Got one guy per inning. I'm the first inning guy. Oh, I'm the second inning guy. They go all specialist. The whole 40 man's in the dugout, So anyway, I found that interesting. I also wanted to shout out Britt and his son Henry from the Fanarchy app. They came on the show last week to preview the Mets with us. And
I need to get into that. Hold on.
I enjoyed hanging out with them. And look, he gave me a Fanarchy hat that I've been wearing all night here. He's wearing one in this picture. There's us in the bleachers. That kid is a little smart aleck. First thing the kid says to me was like, so you think PCA is going to live up to the contract? And I was like, because he's sour grapes from the Mets fans.
Yeah.
He was a Met. We traded 2 days of Javi for him.
It's not in the Google Play Store yet.
It's not. It's only an iPhone thing.
It's only on.
That's boring.
Yeah. So
they're working on it. I will say, I got the Fanarchy app like a week before you did the show because you said he's going to come on. You gave me the link or whatever, and I put it on there, and I kind of messed around with it a little bit. But then I listened to the show, and literally that night, so I was hanging out with Eli in Oklahoma. We talked about it. We listened to the show, and then I went home, or I went back to the hotel, and I'm just sitting in my bed, just going through, like adding all the games I could remember that I've been to, but I have to like search it and try to figure out which ones they were. And I have to say it was enjoyable as hell.
That's cool. Yeah, because it's got all the games in there. It's got every single game and go back through. And in the social aspect of it is like you can see like if you were at games with different people, and also he loves your feedback. So we're gonna get into that too. By the way,
my feedback is beyond the Android phone
on Fanarchy that I just said because I opened the app and I was like, wait, this can't be right. The Chicago Cubs have acquired third baseman Nicky Lopez.
Dude, yes, this happened right before the show. And let me tell you something. Number one, Nicky Lopez cannot pitch. Number two, Scott Kingery, we hardly knew you.
Is he gone? He scored the winning run today.
He's going to be gone. There's no way. You don't have room for both of those guys. Nicky Lopez is a utility guy.
Dude was a walking DFA. Hold on. Sarah.
Why did we get Nicky Lopez, though?
About Nicky Lopez.
What about him?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Okay, I'm on it. Hold on, I'm on it.
Give a shit.
I mean, Nicky Lopez is one of the most boring utility. You know when we had like Nick Madrigal and fucking Mastroboni and fucking Ildemargo Vargas and all those guys at the same. Nicky Lopez is them. Yeah. Nicky Lopez is the exact same guy as all of those guys. But I will tell you some things about Nicky Lopez. He is 31 years old. He is primarily a middle infielder. He can also play third base. Craig Counsell apparently loves him because he's versatile and he hits as a lefty. But like I'm just going to read you the WRC pluses that Nicky Lopez has put up since 2021. I'm going to exclude 2025 because he was really bad. In 2021, he had a WRC plus of 104 with the Kansas City Royals. That is his best season by far. He hit 300 that year, 2 home runs, stole a handful of bases. In 2022, he had a WRC plus of 55. He hit 227. In 2023, he played for the Royals and the White Sox. He hit 231 with a WRC plus of 78. In 2024, he played for the White Sox, which is why none of you remember him. He hit 241 with a WRC plus of 77. Last year, he played for the White Sox and the Rockies. Do you know how bad you have to be to go from the Royals to the White Sox to the Rockies? It's like a progressively worse situation. And he had a WRC plus of negative 21. Admittedly, it was only 28 at bats, but he hit 0.42. So 0.042. He also slugged 0.042.
Yeah,
he was on the Cubs last year.
Oh, well, maybe the Cubs were the other team here.
Yeah, he was on the Cubs.
Oh, my God.
He's not very good is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
But apparently Craig Counsell likes his versatility.
Yeah, Craig got him on the Cubs last year for 14 games he played. He batted .056, which is a real reason you didn't remember him.
I mean, I tried to blank it out.
Exactly. Well, it was blanked out. He didn't do shit. He got one hit in 22 plate appearances, and he walked 4 times.
But he's probably better than Kingery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's the question that I have that either one of you can answer if you'd like. What the hell did Dylan Carlson do?
Dude, Dylan Carlson must have killed somebody.
Right?
Honest to God, he was good in spring training. He can play center field. And they were like, Michael Conforto. And I don't understand. Did Dylan Carlson kill somebody's dog?
It's not a bad person. Look, it's not even Michael Conforto. It's Scott Kingery. Which, by the way, which game was this? This was
who's gonna pinch it for? But who's gonna pinch run for Ballesteros after he pinch hits for Matt Shaw?
Nicky Lopez.
Now it's gonna be Nicky Lopez gonna be out there.
I mean, honest to God, Dylan Carlson must have hurt somebody.
Yeah,
because it doesn't make any sense.
So
he smells bad or something.
We haven't really gone through the games here.
Oh
much.
no, we don't have to go through the games. We're way past that, my friend.
In spring training, Dylan Carlson hit 298, 421, 404 over 57 plate appearances. The Cubs gave him a ton of run. He can play both corner outfield positions. He can also play center. He is he's a switch hitter. So you should like that.
Matt Shaw was in center.
He got
the end of the game today.
Four plate appearances with the Cubs before they were like, nah, we're going to keep Michael Conforto instead.
Yeah. Well, no, they decided to keep Scott Kingery instead.
Indeed.
So on the Rat game, right?
Yeah, that was bad.
Cubs 7, Phillies 4. Craig Counsell goes to the pinch hitting for your DH in the 5th. And so I believe Ballesteros got a hit or a walk.
No, he walked.
He walked. It was a great plate appearance against Orion Kerkering.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did the Cubs spot on this. He walked, but if they had challenged that, he would have struck out. And that pissed me off that he wasn't battling that pitch off. He just took it.
Yeah,
and he got lucky.
He could have smacked the ball and got more runs on the pitch that he ended up walking on.
Right. So then, but he walks, and then they send Scott Kingery out there, which at the time we were all in the Discord wait, what the fuck's going on?
What are we going to do now?
Is Bregman going to go to third, and then we're going to lose our DH, and then we're going to pinch it? Which
we're going to put Scott Kingery at third, and he's going to commit 2 errors. Not 1, 2.
Scott Kingery has 2 defensive plays in 2026, and they were both errors. The first one was a bad throw, but I thought maybe
could have probably gotten that ball.
Could have picked that up.
Yeah, 70%.
But the second one was an even easier throw, and he almost injured Nico Horner the way that he threw it out to right field, and Nico had to
Oh no, he didn't score the winning run today. It was Hap. Is that right?
Dude, I don't know.
Hap was on. I don't know.
Hap scored the run, because he was on second. I misspoke earlier because Kingery scored some winning run recently.
Okay.
Was that the Nico walk off? I think it might have been.
It was
Kingery did something
insane. I think Kingery ended up total with 4 at bats. I think he got on base once.
Oh my God, we're going to talk about Kingery and Charlie Barnes for half the show.
but this is
what the people are here for, Danny.
This is the only show covering Charlie Barnes.
Well, there's a reason.
Okay.
Scott Kingery.
Well,
the reason is that they
has
just
scored 1 run.
Wins.
He scored 2 runs. He scored 2 runs. You will respect Scott Kingery and his 2 runs.
I'm saying no kings but Kingery.
A run. He came in as a pinch runner against the Mets on the 19th and scored a run. And he scored a run against the Pirates when he came in as a pinch runner on the 12th. So those are the only runs that Scott Kingery has scored.
Here's the thing that blew me away with the way that they use Scott Kingery. He came in for Conforto a number of times because apparently Conforto's slow. But here's the thing.
It's really going to blow your mind when we actually get Nicky Lopez and we get rid of Conforto. And it's not Scott Kingery off the team.
Scott Kingery is gone because Conforto can kind of hit at least against righties.
Try to blow people's future minds.
But here's the thing. They would put Kingery out there, and apparently Kingery is fast, and he might be. But if you put him on first and there's a guy on second, it doesn't matter how fast your guy is. He can't take that base.
Yeah.
They did that a number of times. They did that in like bases loaded situations. So Sarah, you're saying that he scored these 2 runs, but how many times did he go out there and just fucking stand there for a couple of pitches and then have to go back to the dugout?
I mean, a lot. He was basically bad. The pinch runner for Moises Ballesteros. Here's my favorite fact about Scott Kingery, though, and you can thank the Phillies for this. Don't look it up. How much money do you think Scott Kingery has earned playing baseball in his career?
A lot. Didn't they give him a big contract like a long time ago because he was a big time prospect at something?
Yeah, he was one of those guys who got a contract before he really played a game.
Yeah.
Oh, so, I'm going to go 25 million.
Oh, you're real close.
Okay.
So he earned $1.25 million from the Cubs this year for whatever. And his career earnings.
No, I'll tell you why. Before
you apply that money to Lucas Giolito in your head and get mad.
No, because that's the minimum you can pay a guy that. Oh my God, that's fucking insane.
He's earned $26.35 million over his career playing baseball because the Phillies, his Phillies deal was 6 years, $24 million with a $1.5 million signing bonus.
Oh my God.
Nah, well, good for him. I mean, some guys just get lucky like that. What are you going to do? But
sometimes it just be like that.
He scored 2 runs, so
yeah, and he fucking threw 2 balls away.
Great comp. Except Trey Mancini was better than Scott Kingery at baseball for a long time.
It was amazing that they put him over at third, and then he threw he doesn't. He hasn't played third base since 2021.
Theoretically supposed to.
Yeah, but he hasn't played anywhere since 2021.
Maybe he goes to Korea and becomes a star.
So he throws but he threw that ball over to Bush, and you could just see it wasn't good. Like you could see, like this man may have forgotten how to throw baseballs. Like you're like,
I actually felt kind of bad for him because I imagine that he wanted to like show up against the Phillies. Because that is the team that like gave him the deal that he didn't really show for, and this was his chance, right? Like he had a really good chance to like show up against his old team.
Oh, and he failed completely.
Wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And then that ball that he threw to Nico over at second, like Nico seriously almost.
I'm glad Nico is still with us.
He almost injured himself trying to go backwards, trying to get to that ball. These were 2 of the worst goddamn plays that I've ever seen a major leaguer do.
Yeah, and all for Ballesteros to draw a walk.
Yeah.
And burn your whole bench.
It was
all to watch that. Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
It was fucking hilarious when the ball gets popped up on the infield and Carson Kelly runs out there, throws his mask away, and he's clearly like the dude that's going to catch this. And Shambi's up there like, Kingery. Oh, no. Kelly. Like, what are you thinking? Kelly's like, stay the fuck away from me, dude. Like, I'm about to catch a ball, and I don't need you messing me up.
Yeah. No.
Well, my favorite was the play at the end of the game. It was like a pop-up, and like Kingery's going to it, and Dansby's like, get away.
Yeah,
get away.
Same way.
I got this. I got all of this.
you need to just stand at third and hope the ball's not coming to you.
Dansby, I've never seen Dansby so emphatically call off anyone in my life.
Well,
my God, it was so funny.
no balls would be going to Kingery anymore. And I guess Kingery.
Iowa. He might go to Iowa. I don't think he's going to get picked up off waivers.
Well, here's the question though: is he like on the plane to LA and like this? He's going to
Absolutely
land
not.
in Los Angeles.
No, I think Mr. Kingery is probably headed to Des Moines. Nicky Lopez is on the plane to LA.
Yeah,
but this is the thing. It's like Kingery is still here, and we're still asking these questions. And Dylan Carlson got DFA'd, and then he re-signed to go to Des Moines.
Yeah,
so he's literally sitting there in Des Moines, and.
Well, they play different positions. Dylan Carlson and Nicky Lopez is thing. They're different.
I have to assume the
I'd
Cubs
rather
could
have Kevin
probably
Alcantara.
use another outfielder because they used and to be fair, Matt Shaw actually looked okay in center field today. He's a little iffy. He's
exposed. I don't like it.
He looked better in center, right? Okay, you chime in on this. Did he look better in center than he does in right?
He had one ball hit to him. I have no clue. it was one ball. And I was like, oh, that's not PCA. Like, that's literally what happened.
Wait,
like,
Danny, why did they pull Matt Shaw? Why did they pull Matt Shaw for PCA?
Matt Shaw routinely makes some plays that I'm like, I did not expect him to make that. And also might have the worst routes I've ever seen a major league outfielder take. He's like breaking in and running this way and running behind, and then he like catches the ball, and I'm
like a tight end.
What are we doing? What is this?
Well,
and look, right field at Wrigley is hard. So like I don't like Seiya struggled in right field at Wrigley. Like Nick Castellanos was not
ball
good
in his
right
glove, out of his glove today.
It's a hard place to play right field. The wind is awful. The day games, the sun, like it's a really hard place to play right. And let's not put Matt Shaw in right or center. Let's not. This is why I want to know what Dylan Carlson did.
Well, you know what I want to know. I want to know.
Dylan Carlson is a good outfielder.
I want to know what happened between last year and this year. When last year Matt Shaw was so good that they couldn't even imagine trading him, and then in the offseason they signed Bregman to take his spot.
I mean, I have some ideas.
And his defense has been, his defense has been less than stellar.
I mean, the offseason was a real turning point in Matt Shaw's career.
But okay, and then so thank you. That was the correct answer. That was brilliant. But also, Danny, I was so trying to set you up. Why did they pull Matt Shaw for PCA?
Now the most important thing in baseball is the hand you wipe your butt with.
That's what I'm trying to
I knew
say
you were, but I didn't want to run it over what Sarah was saying because she had some brilliance too. And I was waiting for my in, All right. Well, we got to talk about the Dodgers because this show is.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about the fucking left-handedness, the bullshit.
Do we have to talk about the Dodgers? The Dodgers are very good. The best news about the Dodgers is they don't have a closer right now, and neither do the Cubs. So that could be kind of level.
Well, they're still winning, and so are the Cubs because they're 17-8 tied with the Padres, but they did just lose a couple of games, whereas the Cubs have not. The Cubs lost. The Dodgers lost to the Giants.
I would like to name
with the Rockies.
So you know how we were talking about the Cubs bullpen situation? These are the guys who currently make up the Cubs bullpen. As of now, this could change because Caleb Thielbar could go on the IL. So, stay with me. Caleb Thielbar, Ben Brown, Jacob Webb, Hobie Miller, Riley Martin, and Corbin Martin, Ryan Rollison, and Javier Assad. So that is the bullpen the Cubs are taking to LA. This is the bullpen the Dodgers will counter the Cubs with. This is their bullpen after losing their closer. Tanner Scott, Alex Vesia, Blake Trinan, Will Klein, Jack Dreyer, Edgardo Enriquez, Kyle Hurt, and Jake Eder. So it's bad, but they have guys who I've heard of before, and we do not. So
yeah, against the Dodgers lineup that are
there's guys
slouches.
who have played for the Cubs. I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
There are
like Ryan Rollison.
And the Dodgers are no slouches. They're number one in everything. They lead the league in homers. Max
just-
Muncy has hit a bunch of homers. Their catcher, Dalton Rushing.
That's the rookie catcher, not the veteran catcher.
Huh?
Will Smith is the veteran catcher.
Yeah, but no, I said their catcher, Dalton Rushing, has 7 homers.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a rookie, right?
Yeah, he's a rookie.
And then
I don't know if he's like a real rookie, but
right. But they are the best OPS, and they are higher than our 4th by quite a bit, by like 70 points. They walk the most. They just don't steal bases. They do strike out. You can strike them out because they're always up there swinging and hitting home runs. They like to swing the bats. But
luckily we have no guys who strike guys out really right now, so that's good.
All in all, they've only scored, as of this morning when I wrote this down, they've only scored 3 more runs than the Cubs. And you want to know a team that's scored more runs than both of the Dodgers and the Cubs? The freaking Washington Nationals.
How is that?
Their offense is one of the top offenses this April so far in this young season.
I don't know that you can compare runs scored right now, though, because like everybody's played different guys.
Just saying, that's what's happening.
What's amazing is they're the top offense with the most runs scored. They're also minus 18 on the run differential.
Yeah. Well,
imagine scoring more runs than anyone.
All sorts of numbers.
Being below zero.
So from a pitching standpoint, like you said, the Dodgers are in rough shape, but we're in rough shape too. But
we both suck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the nice thing is, and I'll put up their numbers here, that you had already gone through some of the options that they have in the bullpen. But overall, our team ERA is better than the Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Pirates have a better team ERA, which shouldn't surprise people.
Yeah, they're good.
But that's just what's happening early in the year. The Cubs, they have a better bullpen ERA than the Dodgers.
So I'm going to say, I'm looking at these pitching matchups, and I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's not terrible. And then the only thing is the Dodgers bullpen, they're like a pitch to contact kind of situation. They don't give up homers. They don't walk or strike out anybody. So it's going to be about putting the ball in play because the Dodgers have the best defense by many a number, including the DER, which is 734. It's really high. And they've only committed 6 errors on this young season. Cubs have 13 errors already.
Scott Henry had 1/3 of that in the only time he's touched the ball.
Emmett Sheehan has a 5.85 ERA. That's not scary.
Yeah,
Roki Sasaki has a 6.11 ERA. That's not scary.
Yep. Yeah,
I don't know what a Justin Robleski is, but the only thing I'm scared of there is that he's a lefty, so Moses Ballesteros won't be playing.
He's a lefty who gave up 1 run against Colorado and went 7 innings pitched, and he went 8 innings pitched against the Mets. And he's got a 1.88 ERA so far in 24 innings. And I'll tell you one other thing about Justin Robleski, because you're going to hear it all over the broadcast on Sunday when he pitches against another lefty.
Let me guess. He's from Naperville.
Hoffman Estates, Illinois. You're going to hear it all broadcast. Get ready.
Oh God, when they say he's from Chicago, I'm going to get mad.
Yep. And we're throwing Ray out there, who had one of the longest Cubs starts of the year. Amazing. 6.2 innings.
The last time Colin Ray faced the Dodgers, he was actually pretty good. He also got blown up against the Dodgers in 2024. I don't love throwing Jamison Tyon against the Dodgers.
Well, what other choices do we have?
I mean, we have no choices, but I just
could have thrown Assad and not pitched him today.
Yeah, you could have gone Assad, but
I don't know that I like that either.
Yeah, you're gonna just lose tomorrow. We have to accept it.
I don't think we're gonna lose tomorrow.
Win Sunday.
No, so Emmett, I'm not. Emmett Sheehan is not a guy that I'm like, terrified of. Like he was kind of a fantasy baseball darling a little bit.
So Cubs sweep 12 in a row.
And I was very out. And his last few games, so he's the first game of the year, he gave up 4 earned runs in 3.1 innings against the Diamondbacks. Then he got tagged for 4 runs against the Nationals. Gave up 3. He had a quality start against Texas, 6 innings, 3 runs. And then he was pretty good at Colorado, but like at Colorado is just weird. So he had 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Like, I feel like the Cubs can get to this guy. I don't know if Jameson Taillon can hold the Dodgers, but I feel like the Cubs can get to Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cubs are. I mean, I'm happy if you have a 500 road trip because they have the Padres after that. Not to take away Cubstradamus's thunder, but oh my God, I summoned him.
Oh, how I long for those hot days. The weather's been cool, but I've got ways to make it warm up by taking a bus to go see the Cubs beat the Padres. See you soon, San Diego. Choo-choo!
The only thing that smells worse than a bus, like a cross-country bus, is a cross-country bus with Cubstradamus on it.
So is he on a bus to San Diego right now?
That's what he said.
Does he think a bus makes the sound choo-choo? That's the other thing.
Can we talk about the ridiculousness that the Cubs are going to see in San Diego, known as Mason Miller?
Yeah, God.
Because honest to God, like Mason Miller might be the best pitcher I've seen this side of 2015 Jake Arrieta, and better than 2015. What he's doing right now is stupid. So let me just throw some numbers at y'all. Mason Miller has thrown 25. Oops, that's not right. Hold please. Un momento, por favor.
He's just striking out the world right now.
He's striking out 71% of the batters that he has faced. And this is where, stuff gets absolutely insane. So the next highest strikeout rate in baseball is a guy named Mason Montgomery for the Pirates, and it's 43.2%. Mason Miller doesn't walk guys. He only walks 5% of the batter. His K-minus BB right now, and to put this in perspective, like a K-minus BB over 20 is good. A K-minus BB over 30 means you're probably an elite closer. Mason Miller's K-minus walk rate right now is 65.8. That's stupid.
Do you want to know?
I've never heard of anyone doing that. And he has not given up a single run since last year.
Well, do you remember
plus scoreless innings?
Do you remember Mason Miller against the Cubs?
I do. And honestly, the only person who even made a hint of a whisper of contact against 104 on the corner was Moises Ballesteros. And he was just fouling balls off. It wasn't like he got a hit or anything.
Here's the numbers. He pitched 2.2 innings, so that means he faced 8 batters. In that time, he has 8 strikeouts. He struck out every Cub he saw in the playoffs last year as well.
He's thrown 11.1 innings so far this year. He has struck out 27 guys, given up 2 hits, and walked 2 guys.
Yeah, but he only has 1 win, Sarah. It's 1 win. This dude
saves.
Fuck this guy.
No, he's kidding.
I know you're joking. I'm joking.
But we got to get out of here. We got to wrap this sucker up. I got some announcements here. First of all, happy birthday, David Elliott. His birthday was yesterday. And what else do we got coming up? Lyle Akers' birthday is in 4 days. Also, Chris Salato. They share a birthday on the 27th. And
Lyle's going to be 51?
52.
52. What is Chris going to be?
106.
I'm going 12 based on all of the interactions we've had.
Yeah. And next Wednesday, anniversary of the Lee Elia rant.
Yes.
I want to announce Bleacher Bum Band, May 2nd.
Kerry Wood bobblehead day.
It is a bobblehead day, Kerry Wood. And there's going to be something, I think, at Obvious Shirts, too. Kerry Wood's going to be there, I think. So come watch the band post game. We'll be there. Also, check this out. So I wanted to do Ranter Fest, and we're looking for a date. And we're like, oh, we'll do July 18th. That'll be a good day. And then Crawley's like, hey, so can you still play my birthday on July 18th? It's Crawley's 50th birthday.
Oh, I'll be there. I will be there.
And
let's just do Ranter Fest in his basement.
I got to keep going because there's more information to give.
Do you know that Mason Miller's FIP is negative 1.09?
Yeah,
the opposing team owes Mason Miller runs.
That is, we need advanced statistics to understand why advanced statistics are bad.
Well, the advanced statistics of trying to find a day to get together and do Ranter Fest are similar.
His XFIP is 0.73.
We're gonna have to mute Sarah because she's just losing her mind over her.
But check this out. It's also the bleacher barbecue, the very same day. So there is no playing. Nobody's going to come. Everybody's going to be at the bleacher barbecue. So Crawley was like, I'm going to try to get
bleacher barbecue. At Ball Hot Corner. I know what you're talking about.
Nobody's going to go to the.
Well, why don't we just do Crawley's birthday at Ball Hot Corner?
Well, exactly. Then the
and
band's
Ranter
not
Fest.
There's a
at
whole
the bleacher
series
thing.
of. I'm saying there's no Ranter Fest because there's 3,000 other things going on.
Or it's all Ranter Fest because all the
precisely.
ranters are part of those groups.
But I'm saying I ain't doing shit.
And,
you know what I mean?
No, but that's the bonus of glomming onto their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with Cotton. You know what I'm going to do on July 18th? On July 18th, no. Listen, on July 18th, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to start drinking immediately. I'm going to walk over to Ball Hot Corner and hang out, and then I'm going to go to a game. I'm going to tell Crawley happy birthday when I'm super drunk in the bleachers. Then I'm going to go get some barbecue, and I'm going to keep drinking. And that seems like a really good way to spend my day.
Fest. Yep,
sounds like Ranter Fest.
So it sounds like it smells like Ranter Fest. Sounds like Ranter Fest.
Yeah, and we're all getting bleacher tickets.
I'm putting it on my calendar now.
Yeah, is Crawley's planning on going to the game, right? Like he's not having people at his house.
No.
Thursday, I'm going to have to take that day off.
Yeah, so I'm saying,
no,
let's just do it. Let's just call that Ranter Fest.
Well, we have no choice. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. Like, it's just not what I've been emailing people. I've been talking. I've been trying to put this thing together. And the thing that we were going to do is not going to happen, is my point. There is something else happening, but it's nothing like I can sell a ticket to and raise a bunch of money for basically the thing that is the thing that we do is not going to happen. That's my point.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We can't sell tickets to it. We can't make money for like charities as we normally do, just for anybody who's jumping in.
I'm going to try to get something else going, but that's a whole different conversation. This all just came down today. So I do want to do something but we're not going to talk about it right now. We'll talk
and the
about
other option is August 1st, and that's Yankees.
And that's not happening.
I won't be in town that day, so
neither will anyone else, Sarah, because you can't go to Chicago when the Yankees are in town. Like you can't get a fucking place to stay. You can't get a ticket. Like all this shit is super expensive.
So I've got some TFCs, and I did enjoy this one. This has to do with the rat, and it's kind of against Bleacher Jeff, but it's still funny. I tweeted out "rat" at Wrigley, and somebody replied, "Bleacher Jeff must have taken his hat off for a second."
I mean, that's rude because obviously Bleacher Jeff is Sasquatch.
But you can also imagine a rat flying out, coming out of his head. It was just nesting in his hair. He didn't know.
Well, I have coming into the Dodgers series, I have this really nice TFC here.
A flexing cube.
How can you not be romantic about baseball? That's funny. It's two Dodgers players running into each other in the field, but the picture is caught at the perfect moment. So it looks like they're hugging each other, maybe kissing. Like this is just an amazing spot for a picture. I love it.
I thought this is about the Mets. The Mets had beaten, or the Cubs had beaten the Mets 4-2. And this is a Mets fan that said this. I just want to say that the New York Mets are now 47-70 since playing Kokomo on the day Brian Wilson died last June. The curse no one is talking about. And somebody replied,
dude,
Met sounds.
Did you hear about the real curse, though?
Ooh,
so apparently, Mayor Mamdani went and like hugged Mr. Met or Mrs. Met. I don't know, man. There was a picture with Mamdani and one of the Mets, Misters or Mrs. Mets. And the Mets have like not won since then.
Well, they won last night.
Oh, did they finally win?
Finally won. So the curse
I
of
was going to say, so what
the curse of the
Mamdani
Mamdani
is Mayor Mamdani
and I've been drinking.
Stopped a capitalist organization from winning. I think you're right.
Well, they suck at capitalism because they stink. They just lost a bunch of games in a row. Oh,
but they make money.
That 4-2 game, by the way, I got to shout out Carrie Meyer. I was there with her husband as well, Josh.
Wait, is her husband the bear?
No, that's Captain Cubbo.
Oh, that's Captain Cubbo this year?
Yeah, well, that's one of his. He was many a costume.
Well, that's an amazing. I've
But,
never seen Captain Cubbo.
I thought that was
like
AI,
that
man. I really thought that was like, I thought you generated that the same way you generate Cubstradamus.
I really do feel like the Cubs helmet on there is AI. I'm with you, Sarah.
But I have one final TFC, and this was from Cubs memes on Facebook of all places.
Jesus Christ.
But I was looking up this. It said Matt Boyd returns tonight, and his fans are chomping at the bits. And then it's all these like soft park looking fans, and it says Nambla. And I was like, what the fuck?
No, we don't need to do that.
And it's the North American Matt Boyd Love Association.
Nope, we're not doing that.
You know what? Let's take it back. Let's just make it.
No. What? Don't put that juju on me. You keep that weed to yourself.
Pretty awful. So hashtag chance in the chat. It's your last chance to get in the chat.
Yeah, that's a no.
Well, I know somebody actually made that happen and then tweeted it out. So
somebody bad.
Yeah.
and you're right. They're probably not trying to take that back.
There are things that are unreclaimable, y'all.
Let's pick a winner, shall we? Round and round she goes. Tick, 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 tick.
Who's gonna win?
Tick. Master P. Levy, congratulations. I owe you another postcard too because you won before. But congratulations. And thanks for sticking with us. We did make it over to the 2-hour mark, and I'm starving. I haven't had dinner yet.
I don't know why we went so long.
Wait, what?
I had a lot to say.
We didn't talk about a single Cubs game.
Yes, we did. We talked about all of them at once.
You know what we didn't talk about was the ABS challenge walk-off the other night, but we can save that for next week. That was historic. I'm writing about it. It never had happened before.
No, by next week that's gone.
Yeah.
But this is the thing.
We're
the longest running Cubs fan podcast for a reason. We're Cubs fans.
Yeah, because
this is what we do.
Will talk for ages.
This is
and we don't care how many people tune in.
I enjoy the shit out of this.
Yeah.
And if you want to know about the games, you need to subscribe, and you'll get Cubs Pod, where we talk about the games every single day. There's 3 of us, 3 different versions, each game a completely different adventure.
You can get the talk about the games from some other people. You're only going to know about Charlie Barnes here.
Sarah, the day the Cubs won their 7th game and they scored 7 runs, I dropped 45 minutes straight rant. You are not getting that anywhere else.
That's right.
You are not getting what we're giving you for a recap anywhere else. Like, they're like, oh, 7-4. We fucking won. We're the best. And I'm over here like,
Cubs bats came alive tonight.
Yeah, and I'm over here like Craig Counsell is so fucking lucky that this shit worked out for him because he made every bad decision he could in this game.
I mean, Cotton Rants and Sarah Stats, Danny. It's a new tagline. Just, consider it.
I think it's its own like spin-off of the Son Ranto show.
We could do that. We could make Bleed Cubby Blue. We could make Bleed Cubby Blue just Sarah giving me stats and me just getting angry about them.
It's real Bleed Cubby Blue after dark.
Sarah gives, and then you guys could argue back and forth. Like you each get a timer, and Sarah like throws a bunch of stats at you. Michael gets mad for a minute, then Sarah refutes what Michael just got mad about.
Here's
with
the
more
thing:
stats.
I don't disagree with Sarah. I think she's generally right about all this. I disagree with
angrily.
I disagree with Ratface. And when she defends Ratface, I don't like that.
And they have won 9
but I'm
games
not disagreeing
in a row.
with Sarah. I'm disagreeing with Ratface.
Seems to be working out okay.
Well, that is the show anyway for this week, and we'll be back next week with another one, and we'll yell about more shit, and hopefully we'll actually have a win on the West Coast to talk about, but not bloody likely.
There's no reason to imagine that the Cubs are going to lose anytime soon. I assume when we get back on this,
tomorrow,
we're going to have another 7 wins.
I genuinely don't know how they won the last couple of games with the pitching that they have. I'm like, what is O'Reilly Martin? And then they were like, Martin is warming up in the bullpen. I'm like, God damn, Riley Martin again. And no, it was Corbin Martin. And I was like, whoa.
Who cares which Martin it is? They're just out there doing their thing.
What was that like show back
Billy
in
Martin
Rowan and Martin's laughing? It's like the Cubs Martin laughing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Billy
Rowan and
Martin.
Martin's laughing.
Was
I
great.
will
Steve
watch
Martin.
reruns of that. It's great.
Steve Martin out there.
Steve Martin. Wrong Martin.
Yeah.
Who
Not
is the
all
best Cubs Martin? Maybe we should do that someday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an off-season topic, but yeah.
Best Martin?
The best Cubs Martin.
Oh, by the way, over
Martin
the weekend,
Bradley. No.
I found at a used bookstore, I found the only rule is you have to win or whatever that book.
Mhm.
And I'm going to start that very soon. I'm reading a book right now, but I'm going to be done this week and I'm going to start reading that.
The only rule is it has to work.
Yeah, the only rule is it has to
Ben
work.
Lindbergh, he's great.
And I actually met him one time just kind of randomly, but like, yeah, no, I'm excited to read the book, even though I know I don't believe any of that shit.
I don't know. You might. Sam Miller and Ben Lindbergh are both extremely smart and easy to listen to, and like I like both of them a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to read the book, but
I'm adding it right now. I haven't read this yet.
He pre-hates it.
We could do a book club, Michael.
Not during
Sarah.
the season. That's an off season.
No. Sarah, you and me, let's talk after this. We'll text and let's maybe in June we'll release
All-Star Break Book Club.
There we go.
You know, read a whole book in 3 days? Amazing.
No. We read it now. We record and we release over the All-Star break our book club.
Yeah,
All
instead
right.
of Cubs Pod.
I'd rather listen to rants and stats, but go ahead and do a book club. I
Do
don't
you
know. I'm
honestly
not
think
producing
we're
that
going to
one.
read a book about baseball and it's not going to be rants and stats?
No, but Sarah, I'm down. We'll do this.
We're doing it.
We'll record.
Our book club is called Rants and Stats.
We'll record us talking about this book.
I just bought it, dude. I'm in.
It'll be on the Bleacher Bum podcast feed probably during the All-Star break when we don't have Cubs spots.
Yeah,
Well, welcome back to the Cubs, Nicky Lopez. I know everybody's excited.
Dan's been trying to close this show for like 10 minutes.
I mean, I don't know how many different endings I could think of at one time.
Robert Sanchez, did I miss the chance?
Oh, fuck, let's just do it again. No.
We've been on for 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Yeah,
and this dude Robert just jumps in. Oh, did I miss the thing that we do in the first 4 minutes of the show?
2 hours and 14 for Ernie.
I love you all.
There
y'all.
we go.
This is the ghost of Ernie Banks, and you're
10 years. Whoops. Spagog.
Spagog, y'all.
10 years ago, we cried in the stands. 10 years ago, we drank and we danced. We listened to games at our grandfather's graves. I wanna go back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago. We chalked up the walls 10 years ago. We conquered the fall with songs in our throats. We slaughtered the goat. I wanna go back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago. Build me a time machine, a time machine. I wanna go back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we laughed through the tears of a century's years. I wanna go back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago. When we were all young, 10 years ago, we finally won. Hey, family and friends, let's remember when. And we can go back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago, back to 10 years ago. We listened to games at our grandfather's graves. I wanna go back to 10 years ago.